give me one mic. Everybody's got excuses, but you got one life to live, one life to give, one moment, one opportunity. Boy, that's it, and it's all said and done. When the going gets tough and the tough gets going, you just go ahead and run. Cause opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. They're being constructive or they jealous of the outcome. It's not about the times you fail, it's about the times you got up. And I don't even care what the fuck your excuses is. Fact is, you just playing the cards of foolishness. What you think I'm dubious, you gotta get up, get going and just move on. Don't look towards the past, you gotta groove on. You procrastinating now, you gotta get that motivation. I already created a track called Inspiration. Gotta get up, get going and get fucking hype. Go ahead kid, go ahead and live your life with no regrets, no regard all the fucking time. Cause I'm telling you, if you keep going, you go on. End up in the same spot you've been in all your fucking life now. Tell me now who's winning. Opinions are like assholes, everybody.
It's Thursday night and it's rundown time. I'm JLB. I'm Big Red. I'm Big Red and I'm with JLB and Kid Crazy. Woo! Been a while.
You wish you were JLB, kid.
I wish. Yes. I wish. That's in my wish list.
Oh, there we go.
How's everyone doing?
Nothing much, man. Everyone is everyone, good sir. I am good. I am grand. Pretty good way to start off a week, I guess, of wrestling. Especially Dynamite last night was just fuego. So I'm excited to talk about that. What about you, Kid Crazy?
I wanted to talk about this because now that you bring it up, I'm going to just slide it in right now. We heard that Adam Page was tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
so
this is news to me.
So they had to rewrite Dynamite at the last minute, and I guess that should happen more often because Dynamite was fire last night. So
that's why he didn't come out when CM Punk was there. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, he tweeted out that he tested positive and that he won't be on Dynamite tonight. And then later on, Dave Meltzer tweeted that the show was rewritten at the last minute because of the fact that he wasn't there. So
I have to start going on Twitter more often.
Yeah, I'm a Twitter junkie, so
I have to. Jump.
Just be careful. There's a lot of crazy people on Twitter who just don't get yourself into that. But definitely look out for the news.
There's people that I follow and everything, but
usually what I do, when I see something, and if it's none of the Fightful Sean Sapp or Dave Meltzer or John Pollock or any of these people. Hi, I am here strictly for a view because I know nothing about wrestling.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if it's not from one of those guys, sorry.
Go ahead.
You have to always double check. Go try to verify it, Google it, see if there's any second source that you can confirm it, because or else you will be believing a lot of shit.
Well, my source is Kid Crazy, so whatever he says is true. It's true.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. The flowers. Where's the pot?
That was good. Well played. Oh, Jesus.
What's up, Nelson? Thanks for watching again. We appreciate it.
Yeah, bud. This one will be better than last week, but
we have notes.
Last week we have notes. Thank you, Kid Crazy. We have Kid Crazy, Mr. Note Taker.
You guys, I watched a big portion of last week when I had a chance, and you guys did good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. The flowers going around, but yet no pot. One job, guys.
So let's get to it, I guess. No, big week.
Big week indeed. So what do we? I guess we start off from SmackDown. I guess.
Yeah, we could start with SmackDown. Yeah, you could start with SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Well, the standout from SmackDown that I have here in my notes is Riddle versus Jay Uso.
Yes,
that was
very very good match, back and forth. Those guys, the Usos, are one of the probably. So I don't want to start a debate, but one of the best tag teams right now in wrestling. You know, I'm not going to put numbers or rankings, but they're up there. And sometimes we forget how good they are even individually when it comes to single matches. Even when we remember Jay's single run last year, when I think it was last year, when Jimmy was out. So I was very impressed with that match. And guys, I know Pat McAfee is not the favorite of everybody, but sometimes he pulls these one-liners that are just great. And I wrote this one down because I didn't want to forget. And at one point, he says when Riddle's doing like a comeback during the match, he says, "Welcome to Cloud 420, where Riddle is your pilot."
Nice. Yeah.
So I wanted to point that out that he's good, man, and he's getting better every week, and he's getting more comfortable in his role. So hopefully
I almost want him and Graves to be color. That might be maybe a bit too much, but it still works because Pat McAfee's face, in that regard, and Corey Graves can do like move by move as well. I forgot what you call that. Color commentating, I guess. Not color commentating, but
analyst and color
analyst.
Analyst, reporter, yeah.
Well, because they could go back. I totally agree with that assessment because I think they could be the old school. Go back to the old school heel and face commentary, you know.
Well, Gorilla and Bobby, basically.
Yeah,
but even at the beginning of well, not at the beginning. I was going to say at the beginning of Adam Cole.
We don't yet.
That's something that JLB is going to set up because I have no idea what it is.
Apparently, yes. So that is something I will set up. Will be a whole WTN Twitch. It won't be off mine or anything.
There will be a tree soon, technically, whatever that's supposed to mean.
The problem with Twitch is Twitch doesn't like when you stream it from another provider.
Oh.
So we could do it. It won't matter technically, but in terms of getting any income from it, Twitch won't be able to provide us any unless we just solely stream on Twitch. But who knows? We get Twitch up. We get enough Twitch fans. We might just do like a one-off thing off Twitch every so often or whatever. Whatever brings in the money, right? So
Twitch is like Instagram, basically. In a sense of,
yeah, in the sense. But I mean, it's more oriented in the sense of it's a little hard on Twitch because we would actually have to use OBS and stuff, technically.
Okay.
Yeah. You're speaking Chinese.
But either way,
all right.
That's it. Exactly. It's a whole learning curve for you.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is.
I tried to set up a Twitch account I think
Where's the
a few years ago, and it didn't work at all. It seemed like Chinese to me and a foreign language, and I couldn't be able, and I gave up. So if JLB can take care of that and get us on, get us some Twitchies.
I'm step-by-step dummy down version of how to set up Twitch at some point.
Perfect.
Oh.
But yeah, but for SmackDown, other than that, maybe what do you guys think about the contract signing?
I wrote on my notes, boring as F.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was. It's ridiculous. I have no comments.
We got to do something about Ronda.
We have to do something. Period with everyone in that promo.
Because if segments other than matches, because we know she can bring it, but when you have to build up a match, especially when it's a rematch from WrestleMania, an I Quit match with a stipulation, you have to have somebody there that can carry the load with Charlotte. I think Charlotte is doing a good job. She's being the heel and the bitch that we expect her to be. But Ronda's not getting it, not doing it for me yet. Not doing it for me. I guess she needs a mouthpiece. I don't know if she's refusing it.
Maybe she is, because I feel like they're telling her in the nicest way possible that, hey, you kind of suck at promos. You're awesome. But I mean, yeah.
But is she really awesome? Really? Like,
well, I mean, you're awesome in the sense that, hey, you bring us money and you have been learning the wrestling world for a year and you were good and you're at least okay. You're decent in the ring, but your promo skills are, I don't even want to go say Natalia level because I feel like that's rude.
Just let her go. They would never. They would let her go.
She's such a big money draw that
exactly
that it's too hard to let her go.
That's it. It's like Brock Lesnar, right? Money draw in that regard. You can't let her go. If she was, I don't know, anybody else, I guess, and couldn't do. Well, I mean, look, granted, Naomi can't necessarily talk well on the mic, but she's decent enough where it's like, okay. But Ronda's probably the worst woman there for promos.
I think I could
You
agree
know,
with that. I think we should.
Yeah.
You should. The WWE. Well, I don't know if they don't see it or if they see it. Like I said, I don't know if
I
she's
don't
the
think
one
they
that's
care.
refusing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they should be able to give her all the tools to be the biggest money draw that she can possibly be. And I think this match can be so much bigger if she would have been able to say. It seems like she loses. I don't know if it's scripted. If they give her a script completely word by word, or if they give her guidelines, this just to say this. But
she just can't act. That's the problem. Even
I
in
think
her
that's the
movies,
problem, yeah.
she was
Yeah.
garbage. So,
Yeah.
And she doesn't necessarily put a lot into it, right? Like,
Right.
She's busy. She doesn't not like she goes and trains, goes to promo camp or whatever. She goes home right after, takes care of
She
the
basically
kid.
doesn't care.
There's a
Basically,
game stream. She doesn't care, and she's not will. But why would you though? Too, because you already know you're a money draw. Why am I going to learn something more? Still getting the same pay. Hey, Ronda, we're going to give you an extra $100,000 to learn this. Oh yeah, okay, maybe I'll look into it. But at the end of the day, but some people just aren't good at acting. If we all could just, change it up like that, we'd all be movie stars in Hollywood and, doing our thing. But, some of us just can't act. It's just not for everybody, right? So,
and maybe her ego is telling her, listen, I bring it in the ring. I'm a big money draw. I don't need to be the best person on the mic. Well, it's part of the game.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's true.
So yeah, that's my little pet peeve on Ronda, man. She could do so much better, or WWE can do so much better with her. That they're losing.
Yeah,
on
you know what they could do? Her against freaking Shayna Baszler. Like, just make that happen. Problem is, both of them suck on the mic technically, and both of them. I think it's almost an MMA thing. It took Brock forever to finally be that person, and now he's all jolly and happy and he's freaking entertaining. But aside from that, man, and I guess Sonya Deville, right? Sonya Deville does MMA too, no? So she's good. She's
better on the mic, definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it's an MMA thing per se, but I mean, MMA people are fighters. They're not, actors. So
I would definitely want to see Shayna versus not only because of the history versus Ronda, also because of the MMA background and everything. And maybe now that I'm just thinking about it out loud, maybe they wouldn't need to do too many.
Because you guys, for some reason, you guys are cutting all kinds. I don't know why.
No.
Oh, that's you. I hear him fine.
So far. Sometimes it does happen, but today, so far, it's not bad.
What could I do to refresh?
Technically, I don't think maybe if they do a program together, Shayna and Ronda, maybe they wouldn't need too much time on the mic. Maybe have them beat up each other once in a while, or have Shayna going to buy shoes and have Ronda come and beat her up, and have some just like breakout fights once in a while, and then just have the match. Because it's obviously these two. Maybe that's why they're scared.
I mean, you don't need. Yeah, but you don't even need them to talk, really.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think they could pull it off without too much mic work. Yeah, and
that's it. But aside from that, well, what did Roman do? Did Roman do anything?
Roman sat on his couch and just complained about people talking about him.
Right. Yes, that's valid. And that was SmackDown, folks. That was
that basically was SmackDown. It was maybe one of the worst SmackDowns of the year.
And there's no plans yet for Roman for Backlash, huh?
For WrestleMania Backlash, I don't think so. No,
not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Was there any hints of maybe who was going into that position? We don't really.
I thought after Sammy went.
Drew, no, wasn't there something with Drew?
That's it. I think I was gonna say after Sammy spoke to Roman about getting help with Drew, I thought there was gonna be Roman versus Drew, but Roman didn't do nothing, so I don't know.
Yeah,
right. That's it. Oh, and I can't forget about that promo either. That promo was fire. Sammy's promo with trying to convince. Hey, Roman, I acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Like,
yes.
Oh, like that was just so classic Sammy, and I'm just like, man, he's one of the best mouthpieces in the freaking game. And that was just great. and him running away. Now he's going to face Drew in a steel cage next week on SmackDown because he's always running away from Drew. Drew. And I think maybe that's where they'll start it. It'll be Roman versus Drew. Roman's going to somehow get involved, or his goons are going to somehow get involved and make Drew lose, and then Drew is going to get retaliation. Because I don't think Brock's coming back until SummerSlam, so it won't be Brock.
No. Oh, I wouldn't.
I mean, they've beaten this dead horse already, like, so you know, like let it die already, and you know, get another one. SummerSlam.
When is Backlash?
Soon.
20.
No, I think it's like May 20th or something.
Okay, so maybe what?
I think it's a week before Double or Nothing.
Yeah, so like the 20th or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
22nd.
3 weeks left.
Okay, yeah.
They have time to set up. They have time to set up that match. Probably we'll know. We'll find out tomorrow. If they don't start a little hint of a Roman coming in and interrupt the match or something like that, we should see something in that way tomorrow, because Roman has to be. He's double champion. He's got to have something at Backlash,
right?
or else imagine a pay-per-view with no championship matches.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have Cody. You're gonna have Cody versus Seth, which is gonna be
yes. Which could main event.
Could main event too, right? Cody. That's what Cody would want, because you know Cody, we got to please Cody now. Yeah, but
because he's gonna be your champion in 3 months, by the way.
He's definitely gonna win it at one of the stadium shows, I feel.
It's gonna be SummerSlam
in Nashville.
The way I see it is that I believe the England Stadium pay-per-view is before SummerSlam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
I hit my table by mistake.
So I'm assuming Drew's gonna win something there, and then I guess Cody's gonna beat Drew at SummerSlam.
Oh.
I could maybe see that, and I can maybe see Roman winning it back by Survivor Series. But then you can't make Cody lose it though, unless they de-unify the championships.
Yeah.
Right. So unless it's a thing where he beats Roman and Roman's like, you didn't beat me for both titles. You only beat me for the Raw title since you're on Raw or whatever the hell. And then he still has the SmackDown championship. I feel like that's something WWE would definitely.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because I feel like this whole talk about Roman keeping it until next WrestleMania is a thing.
Yes, because it
is possible. It's very possible.
It builds up that Rock match even more if he's been champion 3 years.
But you don't even need the championship though, because the Rock can't win it, and I don't think Roman's gonna beat the Rock per se.
I don't know. They want to put him over. They want to put him to be the biggest star they've had in a long time.
I think they would make Rock lose just because to say that, just to prove the point that he is
the head of the table.
The head of the table.
I think they would go to unless in the build up.
And the Rock definitely wouldn't mind. Obviously, like bro, whatever, go.
Yeah.
Why not?
He doesn't need to win. He'll still be that huge star he is. Plus, it's family. So
yeah. That's it. He's already getting a win with the lead director of Fast 10 fucking quitting.
Yeah, Justin Lin. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Lin quit. So Rock is like, see, I'm not the movie. No one wants to deal with you, Vin Diesel. Take that. Smell what the Rock is cooking.
Sorry, you cut me. Who got fired? Where? Sorry.
Justin Lin, the director for Fast 10.
Director for Fast 10.
Oh yeah, he left too. Oh, look. Oh well, one less. Is the movie canceled?
No, it's
not yet. No, I don't think.
But he's staying on as producer.
He's staying on as producer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it'll happen, just not with Justin Lin directing.
And they just had started filming, so it's a bit weird.
That's it. I think he got sick and tired of. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe got sick of Vin's antics, and maybe he wants certain things, and like he's like, yo, bro, Vin, like, nah, man, like, he's probably trying to really go ape shit on the. Either way, this is not a Fast 10 movie thing, but yeah. So we'll see.
So
we'll
Rock's
see what happens there, but the Rock's okay with losing either or. Obviously, we mentioned on Young Rock that he had mentioned that whole WrestleMania storyline when he was talking to his younger cousin then, and is like, oh, I want to fight you. I want to fight you. Well, the only time you're going to fight me is at WrestleMania. Doing a nice little clippage for that. So they're definitely still teasing it, and it makes complete sense. His computer is really fucked, huh? Jesus.
We lost Big Red again.
Yeah, I mean, he'll come back, I guess.
But does he call him Joe or does he call him Roman in Young Rock?
Joe.
Joe, okay.
Joe. Yeah, he calls him Joe. Yeah, because they use like the legit names and stuff.
The
like
legit
that.
names, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, and so that was SmackDown. On Raw, it was quite interesting. I didn't realize Randy Orton. Oh, you might want to put it. Let's put him in here. There you go.
I don't know what happened.
It's fine.
I thought it was you.
You're a cuckoo.
It just went blook.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it at least better now, though?
So far.
Okay, perfect. I think it still works because technically I'm the owner of the thing too. So that's why everything still stays on. And we're still live, so that makes sense.
Okay.
So Raw, we had the celebration of Randy Orton for 20 years of being in the WWE. That totally, I guess it makes sense thinking about all the feuds he's been in and Evolution and the Legend Killer status gimmick and everything.
Legacy with Cody.
Legacy with Cody. Congrats on being the owner of the thing. Yes, thank you. Always great to be the owner of the thing. You should be working, La. One job. Yeah, so speaking of Cody had was the big surprise that Riddle had brought him out pretty much. So that was kind of cool. Seth Rollins, of course, gets involved. And
this is Raw, right?
This is
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch Raw.
The opening segment, yeah.
The opening segment. And essentially, Usos come out too. I do like their little slogan. Y'all just number twos and we the ones. Like, so that was dope. I was right down my aisle. Yep. And that's going to be a fun matchup too. Usos versus RKBro.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Usos before being great as a tag team. Seeing them as a single competition is good. I don't think it's a big enough. I don't think it's argumentative to say that they are one of the best wrestlers doing it, because every time they do indeed wrestle, it usually ends up being either match of the night or a potential match of the year. So I think they really showcase their talent very well in the ring. They're not necessarily as big as, Roman, or they have that popularity factor, but once they're in that ring, they are fuego, fire. Completely. So really excited for that match.
Where do you think they're taking this tag team these tag team titles?
I feel like that's where we're gonna get the Randy turn.
And we're gonna get all the belts with the Bloodline.
I feel like you have to just make that story happen. We're the unifiers of the world, or whatever the hell they want to say. And yeah, I feel like you have to just build that storyline. You're there already. Randy Orton turning, or even Riddle turning, would be just a jaw drop.
Well, that would be a swerve.
Yeah. I would love to see Riddle turn.
Yeah,
that's it. So that would be cool. The whole celebration thing helps too, So
I don't know if it's more of a curiosity, because we know Randy can.
Yeah,
probably Randy's one of the best heels.
Yeah.
In the last 15, 20 years.
That's it.
But I think we're all curious to see how Riddle would do as a heel. Like, he's so calm, cool, easygoing and everything. So we're intrigued to see how he would do as a heel. I would definitely want to.
I don't know. I feel like he almost can't.
Yeah. It's like that's why we want to see it, because how could he pull this off, And can he pull it off?
I think he could. It'd be interesting.
I think he could, because this is not the Riddle we see in the streets. It's him turned like
it might be Riddle we see in the street.
It's like what Vince McMahon says, right? The best character is you turn to 100, right? That's what they say. So can he? I don't know. Can he be a dick? Can he be an asshole? I don't know. I want to see that. But we're definitely all expecting Randy to turn. But
That's the thing.
That's why it would be a good swear.
yeah,
That's exactly. Yeah.
exactly. That's why.
Because now we're all really liking Randy. Randy's mentioned this is the happiest he's ever been and all that. So now for that to happen, no one would see that coming. And then everyone would just feel ultra bad for Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that would make him that would put him over even more. Yeah.
Put him over way higher.
Yeah.
And
maybe for another title run.
Maybe for another title run. And I think Randy is one of the few people that can do either or, heel really well or face really well. So I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm really down to see that. And yeah, heck yeah, give him another title run too. We need some new people.
If Riddle has to turn heel, he will change
the
lead.
Yeah.
Oh no,
he definitely would have to change his lead back.
Well, wasn't, correct me if I'm wrong, RVD a heel with still the laid back attitude?
No, RVD was never a heel. RVD was never a heel. Yeah. Maybe an Impact.
Or maybe I'm thinking
Impact.
I'm thinking ECW.
Not even ECW. ECW, he was Mr. PPV. He was the whole effing show.
Yes, okay.
Right? But maybe Impact, I think he had a little...
We're having an argument. Yes, he was.
I don't remember. I can't say 100% sure, but I remember when, RVD like in a suit playing a dick.
ECW.
In ECW? Okay. Okay, we'll have to verify that.
Well, I guess maybe him facing against Jerry Lynn was a whole thing. But I still feel like the fans really loved him, and he was kind of a face. Oh no, yeah, but what's his name? Alfonso was
Alfonso.
He was a
whistle.
That's true.
Who's Alfonso?
No, please don't buy a whistle. Don't do it. What do you mean?
Who's Alfonso?
Do you watch ECW? Did you watch ECW? I'm talking about the old ECW, not the WWE ECW.
No. The old one, yeah, with Taz and Shane Douglas and everybody.
So Alfonso was the manager that came out with RVD with the whistle.
Oh, okay. No, I guess I didn't watch it enough to remember Alfonso.
Open up that WWE network then and start watching.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Well, no, he wasn't good. I'm just saying he was always with RVD, and it was a really good time.
and then they became the news with.
That's true, Jeff. Now I remember. Yes, the first time you see the 96, right, or 98? I'm not remember. 96 or 98.
I feel like we should almost call him Jeff Extreme. He'll get that.
Yes, now I remember when they did invade. Yes, with the what's his name? The Blue Meanie. There, Stevie Richards. Yes. Now I remember. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for putting us on the right path here. But yeah, Riddle. He definitely would have to.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I had to.
You did.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
You, Jeff.
Good. I'm doing good, man.
So yes, you are completely right. The RVD did act as a heel in that invasion program that they did.
But I think it's just that his character just grew with the fans, and then he later became face. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Kind of like I guess Austin to a degree in '96, where Austin was kind of heel, then he just grew. It was like as they call the anti-hero,
which would now has become popularized as the anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that is an accurate assessment of how it went down back then, and I think Riddle can. I think Riddle can pull it off because this character of laid back stoner can become stale, I guess, pretty fast.
They finally have a shirt for him now.
Yeah, I don't know why they were hesitant.
I don't know why they waited until legit 420. You should have promoted it a bit before, but it literally just came out like that. It's like, okay, you're trying to promote it for kids and whatever have you, and then you just kind of release a shirt like that. I'm like, everyone knows what's up, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
But I don't know. Well, that's not a surprise. You don't know where you're going with a point. But anyway, it's I don't know. Like I think his work is good. It's just I'm not sold on. I was never sold on the Riddle gimmick.
On the stoner gimmick?
Yeah, just it's almost like it's a playoff of RVD almost. You know, like how RVD was in WWE, very like barely said anything, very laid back. Even like the tone is almost the same. I think his work is pretty good. I was just never really sold on him. So I almost felt like he was put with Randy to get over.
Well,
well, I mean, they really weren't doing anything with him necessarily
after the
before
U.S.
Randy,
title run.
so,
Yeah. So they had a bit more difficulties with him finding something for him, and I think this was good for both because Randy was coming out of that rivalry with Edge, right? And
it's been that long. Wow.
Riddle was kind of stale there a bit, not knowing what to do with him. So let's put them together. Let's win them, make them win a title, and it worked out. I'm pretty sure it worked out better than they expected, and that's why it's been going on so long. Because this is I think this is the longest time we see Randy Orton with somebody without betraying them.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I read an article that this was only supposed to be lasted a month.
You see, it's just the reaction they got from the crowd. They were over. People enjoyed them chanting "RKBro." Riddle really doing a good job, I guess, promoting even because Riddle is the one with the more mic time in this tag team. Definitely. Usually, Randy is more of a complimentary. He'll end some things or answer questions or more to compliment Riddle in the promos. So I guess they saw it. Vince saw it. It worked. So he dragged it on a bit longer than he had initially thought. And now it's time. I think that the fans are ready to see the next phase in this or the rivalry that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, because seeing Randy go heel again, it's like, okay, where do you? We've seen it 50 times already.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
That's why it'd be better for Riddle to be heel.
That's why we're like we said. That's why we're all expecting Randy. But I think I'm more and more thinking about it. I think the way to go is making Riddle turn.
I don't trust WWE to do that anymore.
Yeah,
I always expect them to take the safer route.
Well, one thing you could trust is that if it doesn't work out, they'll kill it right away.
It's a valid point.
Like nothing ever happened.
Hey guys, nothing happened. They're back together. Look, RKBro version 2.0. Yeah, here we go. You know,
or just kill it there, have them off TV for 3-4 weeks, and then bring them back in completely different programs. They've done it before.
They've done it before, so that's very valid. Then we finally saw Bianca Belair face off against Sonya Deville.
I really don't care.
I do care about the match.
First of all, so you shut the face.
I don't need to watch because I don't care.
No, but it was trash. You're right. I'm just disappointed because
I've done this before, and I hate when they do this shit, man. It gets me so fucking nervous. No, but seriously, honestly,
so nervous.
And I knew they were gonna do it as soon as the bell rang and she lost that first time or whatever. The count out, I go, oh, no, they're gonna restart this match 15 times because she's the official and she's changing the rules as it goes, and that's exactly where it was. It took the joy out of watching that match right away.
And Sonya, if I remember correctly, was really good back on SmackDown when she was like doing singles competitions with Mandy or whatever.
She was good when she was tag teamed with Mandy. Singles was never over.
I mean, she was decent though. She's like a good wrestler though.
Wasn't she doing that MMA gimmick thing there?
Yes. Well, decent does not make you good enough to be on the top.
She definitely got better, both in the ring and on the mic. I guess being an official, having these segments week in and week out did help her. I think she's a better performer now than she was when she last wrestled. But it's the how can I call this? Not the booking because it's not really a booking, but
the writing.
The writing or the laying out of the match.
The format.
The format. The word I was looking for. The format. The producer that puts out this format for this match, get rid of him. Fire him. Put him on the train to Shibugamu. I don't know, but get him out of here because it was horrible. They should. Okay, I don't know where they're going with this. Maybe there's a future pay-per-view fight behind this. I don't know. So that was kind of a build-up.
I think
backlash.
I literally think it was just to promote her abuse of power. I think that's all it is still.
Because there's an investigation, right?
Fired, right? Exactly. So she's being investigated, and I feel like at one point she's just gonna spaz the fuck out and then I don't know, go on like a crazy major heel. I don't know what they're necessarily doing with her, but I don't think they should have made her face Bianca so early either.
Is she gonna win the title?
No,
Oh no,
she's
that would
not.
be dropping the ball.
Yeah, she unfortunately she's not, I think she's better than what they're giving us right now, but as her heel character right now, no, because we're never going to see her wrestle properly.
I think she's gonna win the title.
Oh my god!
Wait, win
As
it?
the guy who didn't watch Raw.
Win it, but lose it the next day.
Yeah, but why do that? You're ruining her. I mean, there's nothing really there per se to ruin because this.
But they've done it. They've done it before. They did it with Becky when Bianca won last year, and then right away she wins it. She loses it after when Becky came back.
Sonya Deville, yeah, Steve. We're talking about Sonya Deville, and because Bianca right now is where we expected her to be. She's finally reached the top. I mean, not only being champion. I mean, being over with the fans. She reached it. She's over. She gets the reactions. She during the matches she puts them together perfectly. I don't see them taking away the title so soon from her. I think Bianca should keep it at least. I don't know, till SummerSlam at least.
SummerSlam is August, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But they got to give her something. If I was booking, I would have taken it away from her.
But then,
the problem is there's no woman. So now, by the way, guys, Asuka's back. We're finally ready to see her.
That's why I was gonna say probably August. In August, Asuka takes it.
Well, no,
takes it from
Asuka's
Bianca.
We'll see, right? Because Asuka's gonna be facing Becky. So I imagine they'll do a number one contendership for that. They're probably going to face at WrestleMania Backlash.
There's also Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea's also became heel, so she should come in the title picture pretty soon. Yeah,
and isn't Bailey healthy now?
She should be coming back. Yeah,
she should be coming back. But
I smell a fatal 4-way.
Oh yeah.
Come on, it's WWE. It's WWE style fatal 4-way at a pay-per-view.
I don't mind. I don't mind a fatal 4 as long as it's done right.
Yeah, it's done properly.
But it's WWE. When has WWE done a fatal 4-way right?
Do we want it? But do we want to put Rhea in the title picture right away? Let her destroy some people and build her up a bit? No.
I think they're gonna be. Yeah, I think she's gonna be facing Liv
Morgan.
For a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think she'll be there, and then I feel like she's gonna be joining Edge's faction too. So she's gonna be on a whole different route. I don't think it's gonna be for the championship anytime soon.
I
honestly don't care for it. I don't care for Rhea being in the title picture because they're gonna ruin it. They haven't done anything with her since.
I love Steven's comments. Very simple. Yes, no, yeah, build, love it.
Yes, because
a man of many words.
He's right.
He's very
build,
Portuguese.
Yeah, build. Go.
We definitely, because
love it.
Rhea, we don't care about her because we're so scared that they're gonna fuck it up. So that's why we're like, okay, just leave her away from the title picture because we don't want you to bury her. But I think if they can do it right, like in I hate comparisons, but like in a Wardlow type of build, communication is key. Yes,
that's right.
I think if they do it right, like in a Wardlow style, like a year-long build-up of her, show me how much of
dominator.
A beast dominator that she dominates everybody, and then get her to that position, and then put her in the title picture. I would be much more for that than just throw her.
So you're saying wait a year?
Well, maybe not a year, but I'm saying like at least for the next 6 months minimum. Okay. Have her be just a destructive force in her division, and let just like destroy people, and even sometimes even throw in squash jobber matches and have her squash some jobbers.
I already have enough of squash matches with freaking Veer all the time. I don't know why that's always their route. I mean, even AEW does it too when they did it with Wardlow. I get it. You want to make the person.
It's the oldest trick in the book.
It's a one-trick pony that I feel doesn't work anymore. Like no one cares. You know what I mean? I never cared when Braun had squash matches. The guy is huge. I know he can freaking manhandle someone, no problem.
Do you know?
What I mean? I mean,
But I think
control your own narrative, bro.
in a whole path to destructiveness, I guess maybe her first 2-3 matches, max 4, she could have after Liv. I'm saying she could have destroyed people, and you don't have to have week in and week out a jobber. Let's say have 1 week have her job somebody, another week have her jump somebody during a match, and she just beats up somebody, and just make her look dangerous, and then she could be able to do it.
I think it would depend on how the other storylines go in the women's division, because if they don't draw, then they're probably going to go, okay, well, let's go to plan B right away. Let's try to change things up and maybe, like you said, rush things too soon. I think it's all going to depend on how the other storylines go.
That's true. Yeah, because Vince looks at these things. Yeah,
and if she does join Edge's faction, which is still the rumor, I don't know. I feel like maybe, I guess we'll see what they end up doing with that too, in terms of, okay, they're just going to massacre everybody. How is that going to look? So that makes sense, but I don't know, man. I'm just worried. Oh,
Were you playing one of Justin's rap songs?
No.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it sounded like No Excuses.
2 jobbers.
2 jobbers, 1 job. 2 jobbers, but 1 job.
2 on 1. Why not? Want to make her look strong? Beat up 2 jobbers.
I don't know. I only cared for Rhea when she was back in NXT. She was totally a different person. She was believable. Now, I don't know. I don't trust WWE writing anything properly, so we'll see. Or bring her down to NXT 2.0 or something, then, man.
Oh, please don't say that. Don't say that, please.
Again, no. You kill off the character if you do that again.
Well, that's what I mean. Kill this
and then she has to come back up.
It feels like they're bringing back people to NXT to give them a spark. Viking Raiders, Natalia. So I don't think Rhea needs that.
But if she comes back up, they have to change her name again.
No,
because it's already not her real name.
Back
to heel. You're talking about Rhea?
Yeah, she's heel now.
She just turned heel. Yeah, when she turned on Liv. But to be honest, guys, confession here. That's why I'm saying I want her to face jobbers, because I just want her to squash people and see her pin people.
Would you be surprised if they repackage her eventually if it doesn't work?
Oh my god.
Well,
surprised. I can't say I would be surprised because it's WWE.
No.
I don't see how that could be a good idea.
I think maybe that's what she needs too, though. Maybe get her out of this whole gothic gimmick thing and get her to dress totally different. I don't know. Maybe because she's had the gothic gimmick for so long as well, we're maybe sick of it too.
But that's what made it work.
I don't know. About joining Edge and Priest.
But it's gonna happen. That's the plan.
Yeah, I feel like that's the plan for sure.
That's the plan.
Because I think she'll be lost in that trio. I don't know.
Well, technically, it's supposed to be 4 members.
Yeah, so maybe a girl, a young up and coming talent in Priest, the veteran leader in Edge, and what would you have? An enforcer kind of big guy, I guess.
There's rumors of Ciampa.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I heard that rumors too. Yeah. So I wouldn't. I think Ciampa can pull it off. We've seen how dark he can take his character when he wants to, right. So I think he can pull it off. As for Rhea,
if they book it where the other people in the faction, and it's not like Edge is the highlighted in that group where you highlight the other people who are maybe not as established, then it could work. But if it's all about Edge, and the other ones are just background dancers, then it's gonna fail.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yes.
Well, I mean, wasn't that what the Brood was technically?
No, he was new. He was new in the Brood. Him and Christian were new, and Gangrel was kind of like the veteran because he had been around for years.
Okay.
Yeah, so they kind of, well, that's where I think Brood was popular. I love the Brood, especially their entrance music. But I think that's where they got it wrong, where Jeff just pointed out that's how they got the Brood wrong, because they basically were just apostles to Gangrel. where they weren't basically used to elevate themselves. They were more elevated, obviously, when they became tag team, and after that TLC match is when they really got their.
But they were already out of the Brood then by then.
Yes,
no?
yes, they were.
Yeah.
They just had come out. They just had turned baby faces coming out from the Brood. So in the last few months before that, I don't know, 6 months to a year maybe. So I don't know. I think definitely I agree with Jeff that if this is used to elevate the younger guys, the Rias, the priests, and whoever, if it's Ciampa, the fourth member, then go for it all. You don't even have to have Edge wrestle many times. Just cutting promos and maybe have him wrestle at pay-per-views against big guys, big money draw matches.
Because look at another example similar to this. I mean, okay, fine, it's off WWE topic, but look what they're doing with House of Black. Now, even though Malachi is still new as a talent, but he's been established name, he's been on TV, and he's more focusing on the other two that are in the group. That's why it works. It's almost like it's the other two that are doing more of the work, and he's just background, cuts killer promos. If Edge could do more of that, then the faction could work. If not, then it's just like, okay, let's see how long this lasts, and let's see when it gets killed.
Yeah, yeah, I could agree with that. Let's see where they'll. What's the name of this group? Judgment Day, right? The faction that they named it this week, right? Edge called it Judgment Day, and then after I heard them talking about it,
I don't
in
think
the
it's
dirt
Judgment
sheets.
Day.
Very, very creative.
Yeah,
I mean, I do think it would be. I do think it's something WWE would do. But really,
because
That's
it
silly
first appeared as a
stupid.
pay-per-view as in your house,
Yeah,
and then
Judgment Day.
after it became a pay-per-view for like 6-7 years, and now I guess they're using it as a name for this faction. I think I saw it pass. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I remember the commentators hearing that. And we lost Big Red again.
Yeah, his computer restarted. He's really having computer issues today.
Oh, moving on, guys, into that amazing, so exciting arm wrestling match.
Wow, that was amazing. No, I'm not.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
It was really horrible.
Has any arm wrestling thing or gimmick like that kind of shit on TV, has it ever gotten over? No.
Maybe once.
Hulk
once.
Hogan and Vince McMahon.
Oh, that
when
one I
he was
didn't see.
when Mr. America, when he was Mr. America?
Yeah.
Oh, that
That
one
was
I
fun.
didn't see. I don't remember that one. I gotta go. I gotta go look for it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean,
The problem is you don't have two. There's these two guys both don't have charisma, right? So I mean, aside from obviously in the ring and doing their thing, but Omos can, I don't know. He's as exciting as watching paint dry. You know what I mean? Like, and then Lashley is just whatever. He'll do his arm wrestling thing. But yeah, it was just really, and then him picking up the table afterwards and hitting Lashley, like, okay, I don't care.
It's almost like if they're trying to recreate like maybe another Big Show / Andre, just like a really big guy that people could get behind, but
I think they would have more success portraying him more in the sphere of a Big Daddy Cool than in the Andre the Giant Big Show kind of way.
no, but you know what I mean, like just like a big guy that's over, like a really big guy that's over, and I just you put him with AJ, and I don't think that worked.
No,
it's just like now that he's by himself and he's shooting with like what Justin said, a guy that pretty much doesn't have. He's a good worker. I like Bobby Lashley's work, but it's just
But
there you go. Welcome back, good sir.
Sorry about that, guys.
I don't know if maybe MVP. This is his last chance for Omos. Can we get this guy over with MVP as his mouthpiece now?
Yeah.
I think MVP might be able to help in this situation. But the arm wrestling match itself was horrible. Maybe the only arm wrestling match that I really enjoyed off the top of my head was Triple H versus Big Papa Pump.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
You're going way back.
Yeah.
That I do remember though. I do remember that one.
Yeah, he was playing him the whole time. Big Papa Pump. Yeah. So maybe they tried to recreate that, but it really didn't work because it's Triple H and Scott Steiner. This is Amos and Bobby Lashley. So it didn't work out. I don't know. I don't know where can they take this this rivalry.
Nowhere.
Well, it's going to be a match at WrestleMania Backlash, and Omos is most likely going to win.
Yeah, because
Well,
Bobby.
And again, they'll probably have to continue it if that happens. But
yeah, because then it'll be a 1-1, right?
So hopefully Lashley just wins. But then you mess up Omos. You can't make Omos lose either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it depends how he loses. If he loses clean, then yeah. But if he loses, let's say, with interference, then you are somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he loses to interference, why would he lose to interference? Lashley's a face, right? So
is that what it is? He's a face.
Well, he's a face.
Yeah.
Because if they could beat, have Omos win by some kind of cheating with the MVP involved, and then they have that last match, and then they have, I don't know. It's really hard to make Bobby win this without making Omos look bad.
Unless they bring in Alexander and Benjamin.
Who? Shelton Benjamin?
What are you an owl?
Yes, yeah. JLB
Yes.
Owl. One job.
Shelton Benjamin.
Sheldon Benjamin
And Cedric Alexander, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, but I don't know. They kind of ruined that now. I really don't care about the Hurt Business.
Wow.
Well, they're still wearing those shirts, right? The Hurt Business?
Yeah.
They
Well, it could be Hurt Business 2.0.
Yeah, I guess.
Ha ha ha.
Whoo. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe Hurt Business can come back as a face faction. I don't know.
No, you can't do that. It doesn't work as a face.
And I don't think without MVP, I don't think the Hurt Business works. So
That's true. That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, and so I think it's just Dunzo. I don't know. They ruined it. They did great with it at the beginning, and then for some reason they just said, "Oh no, we did something right. No, we have to change this." You know, so
sometimes it actually seems like that's their way of thinking.
Exactly. Like, why do people like this? What? No, we're doing something wrong. All right.
We need controversy. Yeah, Becky's promo.
We're still talking about Raw. All right. Okay. It's been long.
Well, no, bro. It was a good Raw, though. It was decent.
Yeah.
Not a good Raw. It was decent.
Becky's promo. The good news is Asuka's back. We're gonna see Asuka versus Becky. She talked a bit. She gave Bianca a bit too much. Because remember, you guys, a few weeks ago when they were building up that match for WrestleMania in the promos, and Bianca was like, "I know who I am without this title. I know what I need to do. You don't know who you are without this title." And
Right.
And that's what Becky was saying when she came out to the ring, saying, "I don't know who I am, but I'm also Becky, two-time Bex, or Becky, what is it? Her big time Bex. Thank you.
Big time Bex, yeah.
That she only her can have the comeback of
a lifetime.
Of a lifetime, the best comeback in history.
Well, and that she's down in the dumps, and there's no place to go but up, kind of thing, right? So that was her whole thing, and that was.
I think
cool.
they played that right.
Yeah.
I think they played that right. So we're happy to see Asuka. I think we can all agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Asuka is a big part. Even, and I know we've said this before, but this is how charisma is important as a wrestler, because when she cuts promos, you don't understand one fucking word, and still it is fucking great.
Right.
True.
So that's how much charisma is important, and not a lot of what the script or what they tell you to say, but how you say it. So props to Asuka, and so glad she's back.
I think it works because she's a good worker.
That too, yes.
If she was a shitty wrestler, no one would.
Oh no, guaranteed. No one would care. Yes.
But I mean, her energy is pretty fire, though, right?
Yeah.
So she does bring in that decent energy. She's kind of goofy. She's like, woo, so people like that. She brings in good vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. But the only difference is Asuka speaking in Japanese and I don't understand, and Nakamura speaking in English and I don't understand. So,
I don't
a
know.
little
That Mino speak English thing was kind of working when they originally started that with Nakamura, and then they just kind of said, "Oh, we're doing something right again." Oh no, it's okay. Go with Boogs. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Boom.
Give him Boogs. Get out the Boogs. But
He's still injured, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's up
but
for a
apparently
while.
he's like really ahead of the
Yeah.
Oh,
Had a
Time
schedule.
back, I guess.
Timetable. Yeah.
The
Nice.
timetable, yes, his timetable.
perfect.
I'm really pissed about this, and but we saw it coming, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Finn Balor
Oh yeah.
in a quick but very quick squash from Damian Priest.
I'm still waiting for him to pack his bags and leave.
But I think JB, the more this goes on, and the more I think
Because-
JLB is right, and I think he doesn't care.
Because that tweet that he tweeted,
Yeah, saying that people fall down, they get back up.
but
was that-
I'm talking about the image. Did you guys see
Oh,
the image?
I don't remember now.
Wouldn't it be perfect if his contracts unfortunately that's that stupid 90-day thing? Wouldn't it be great if he was a part of that Forbidden Door pay-per-view?
Exactly, because in that image it was a faded picture of Bullet Club with all his titles that he won.
Well, I think if his contract expires, there's no 90-day. It's only if he
Exactly.
gets released. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could show up the next day. But if I'm not mistaken, I think didn't he?
Yeah, I think he
Renew his
resigned in
contract?
2019 or something.
Yeah.
Well,
So
he's
maybe
an
that's
idiot.
3 years. That could be 3 years. So that could be now in 2022. Some wrestlers signed 3, some wrestlers signed 5. So I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe that was his plan all along, like to just ride the wave. Yeah, Steve, we definitely here at the Wrestling Talk Now definitely agree with you that Asuka is the shit.
Yeah, definitely.
She's a great entertainer. Yes.
But yeah, I think you guys are making perfect sense. Sign that contract, make that extra $3 to $4 billion, $4 million, $4 billion,
Billion. Holy shit.
make that extra $3 to $4 million in that 3-year contract, and then go wherever you want to go. And I think he feels good in New Japan.
I honestly think though he's gonna do what KO did, where he's gonna kind of give you that swerve, kind of what KO did with like, oh guys, I can't wait to go here, da-da-da. And then he's gonna get a good payday because I think at this point he's just done. No,
Yeah,
like,
but they're how do I put this? They're treating KO better than they're treating.
Yes, that's
Finn.
what I was about to say. Yeah.
but yeah, because
think
they just paid
it's
$3 million for him.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's probably silly to say, but I think it's also the fact that he has that very thick, heavy Irish accent, and it's almost like how do you get that over? I know Becky Lynch has it, but I mean, in the women's division, who else other than Charlotte? Who else is really over? Whereas they look at
Drew has a
The Scottish.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's also how you market the guy. I think Drew, because he's a big guy, he's marketable. He's more marketable. Whereas Finn Balor, unfortunately, his work rate should be marketable on its own. But I think just everything else, that's probably why it's not worked for him.
And I'm
because
pretty
the demon thing kind of died down really fast. So.
And I'm pretty sure if they ever released him or whatever, they're gonna say we didn't have nothing for him.
Yeah.
Like every single guy they release. We didn't have nothing for him.
How one small injury changed the course of this man's career in WWE.
Yeah.
Yep.
While being champion.
Yeah.
Like that's
in his
just messed up his entire career.
Yeah.
And that's all we're gonna remember. That's all we remember.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have gotten annoyed? Wouldn't you have gotten annoyed with him going back and forth between Demon Finn Balor and then regular Finn Balor? Like, wasn't he kind of going back and forth?
Well, but it worked in NXT. I feel.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
Well, because I think he used it only once or twice in NXT, and usually uses it in rematches.
Rematches are big matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I really feel disappointed because I like Finn. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Finn is a workhorse, no doubt about it. sometimes I might have complained, if you go back in the archives, I might have complained about his move sets, not having.
Oh yeah, he's a 5-trick pony.
Exactly.
Right? So,
But
many of them, a lot of them are.
I have a feeling like sometimes they're asked to like just stick it to these same rules and keep same tricks, moves, yes, and instead of keeping the big stuff for the pay-per-views. But because I've seen him do more, like recently you've seen him use the 1619, where a few years ago he wouldn't use that too often. So I know, and I've seen some matches in New Japan of him just like wow.
Oh no, but WWE definitely restricts them though, for sure.
Oh my God,
the
yeah.
WWE guys, when you see them leave WWE and go to AEW, for instance,
they water it down
entirely
it's not even
different
funny.
moveset.
Yeah.
Entirely different moveset because they can do whatever the hell they want.
It's true. So I guess for Finn's future, I would like him to not resign and go to New Japan, because I think I think with KO has been in the title picture, was last year at the beginning of the pandemic in a great Royal Rumble main event with Roman Reigns before signing a new contract. He kind of had an idea that they weren't going to get rid of him or like lose faith in him.
He made event, they won, kind of. Well, actually, not kind of. They did.
And he's a good talker. He can talk, so he knows he's worth something.
That's true.
So
he has more charisma than Finn.
Unfortunately, Finn's downfall is his promo skills. His set.
Yeah.
Wait, who has more charisma than Finn? Sorry, I missed that.
Kevin Owens.
KO.
Oh yeah.
So KO knows his worth. He's an amazing talker as well as great in the ring. So he has everything going for him. Whereas Finn, unfortunately,
and the classic Finn has
in the ring, but.
And Finn has the classic Debbie Downer for Vince McMahon, which is the small, size.
Right.
So.
And he's over 30, so.
And that too. So yeah, to Finn, moving on, please, and having a good end to his career and where he should be. I think New Japan is where he shined the most, and I think that's where he should end his career. Maybe bring back the Prince.
Prince Devitt.
The original Prince, not the WWE Prince, and have him Prince Devitt, right?
Devitt. Prince Devitt,
yeah. And that would be a good ending to his story.
Does it have anything to do with his visa though? If he doesn't work for WWE, because I know there's a lot of people who aren't necessarily from the States, that's what they kind of depend on. Do we know if he's officially like, boom, American citizen now since he's been on the work visa? Because that's why a lot of people tend to want to stay to WWE because they want to also stay in the States.
Mm-hmm. His wife, is she American?
I didn't know he was married.
Yeah, I remember hearing something. I don't know.
Oh, he's been there quite a while. I would think he would have had citizenship by now.
You have to apply for it though. So it just depends if.
Well, if his wife is American, then it would be easy to do it. I think he would have done it. If it's only if his wife is not American and he's only on a visa, then yes, that could come into effect. Yeah,
because it was like Paige, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Paige where Paige was complaining on one of her streams that she can't. If WWE fires her or something like that, she would have to immediately go back to the UK.
Yeah.
Oh. Was it the UK? Yeah, the UK.
Until she could get another visa from another company.
Until she can get another visa from another company and all that. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just was wondering if you guys maybe knew if...
I'm telling you, and Fergal, Prince Devitt, Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door.
Oh, man.
Money.
If he's ready. Kenny Omega. Because that's the only thing. We still don't know how well his shoulder is healing.
He's becoming more active on Twitter, so I feel he's coming back soon. Because somebody mentioned him on a twit.
In a what?
In a twit.
You see, this is what happens when Justin's silliness is rubbing off on KC.
This is not my doing. I don't.
Yeah. It is. Twit. It's because of you that John's computer's been crashing like six times.
One job.
But he did. Somebody mentioned like, oh my God, 2022 is really a bad year. Like anybody can win Wrestler of the Year. And then Kenny's like, yeah, it is a bad year for wrestlers. the bar is not high. I could come back in December and still win Wrestler of the Year.
I saw that. Yeah.
So yeah, Kenny versus Prince. Ooh, take my money, baby. I don't know when his contract is up. If he signed into 2019, hopefully it would be July, right? And no, it would have to be before.
Because
It would have to be now.
The pay-per-view is in June, right?
Right, in June. So it would have to be in
29.
May. Yeah, it would have to be in May or June.
There's no way his
That-
contract's ending this year. I don't think. I still wasn't able
No.
to find it.
Come on, put that phone to good use there, Justin. Check it
I
out.
know.
Because that would be the way to go for Finn. And I think unless like he really, like JLB says, like he doesn't care. Just I'm here to go to work, cash my check, and that's it.
I don't think so.
Too, though, right?
I don't think so. I think he's a guy that still feels that he needs to prove himself before he retires. That he still like kind of wants to go out on a high note. Whereas I think if you just ride the wave of the WWE contract and see what happens, I don't know. I don't think so.
I would have to have the perception that he thinks he can still deliver and can still be a top guy in a promotion. So I would like to believe it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I think he knows that. I just think he realizes WWE doesn't give a shit. So you know what?
He has to leave. Period. He has to leave. I'm sorry. They're not using him properly. Like most of the guys they have.
No, exactly.
Oh, they're definitely not using him.
They're
properly.
definitely not using him properly.
That's for sure.
It seems like if you're not friends with Triple H or related to The Rock, you go nowhere in WWE.
You have a very hard time, man.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yep.
Jesus, they're giving me everybody.
Because
but
listen,
Finn.
like think about the Usos. When guys were mentioning the Usos being over before.
Mhm.
If they didn't put them with Roman, and the fact that there's that Samoan lineage, and where would they be? Nowhere.
Well, they wouldn't be as over as they are, but they were already one of the best tag teams. They went.
They were good workers, but I mean,
They're the only good tag team they have.
Well, New Day, I guess too.
I'm fed up with them.
New Day could go home, pack their bags, and go. Hoo, hoo.
Well, they need Big E to come back and then have maybe go on a heel turn to bring back some freshness into the New Day. Definitely, because they are a bit. The gimmick is stale. I would have to agree, but they're still a good tag team. Whoever the combo is,
They're okay.
Who's okay?
New Day as a tag team.
Oh no, New Day is good as a tag team. It's just they don't do anything with them, unfortunately.
Why, 'cause
well, I
you
mean,
like-
that's a lie though. They've had them as champions for like a long time though.
I
too.
think they passed they passed the Dudleys as the most decorated tag team. No.
Well, no, the Usos are now the most
In their
Okay.
in their eyes. In their eyes.
in their eyes.
In the Usos' eyes,
No, in the WWE's eyes.
are the most decorated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember the Dudleys were 8-time ECW champions, and I think they won the WWE title. Then weren't they 22-time champions if you include TNA?
22, 24, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that record's not being beaten anytime soon. Then,
Yeah.
if you count all of them together, like we do for Ric Flair, right?
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's like the Raiders. They were great at NXT, even when they were in Ring of Honor.
Oh, they were great in New Japan.
In
They
New
were
Japan.
They were killer over in New Japan.
And look at
It was
what they're doing.
War Machine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look,
Yeah,
and now
they
they
were killers. Yeah.
And now they ship them back to NXT 2.0. Like,
I understand, like I said that before, I understand because they have nothing for them on the main roster. So get them back a bit of a spark
Because-
in NXT,
You
and
could-
they'll come back stronger.
You can make them work with the Usos.
and they did work with Usos, but how long did that last?
No, because they weren't over enough. You had used them. It's this whole thing, which it's the same thing with Street Profits. The Street Profits are doing it slowly now, are getting back that credibility that they lost in that whole game with the Viking Raiders, the basketball games,
Yeah.
and all that bullshit. It takes time when you ruin somebody's credibility. It takes time to get it back. Go ahead.
Yeah. Think about this too, though. The Street Profits were pretty much created by WWE.
Right.
Viking
True.
Raiders came from somewhere else.
That's
Right.
true.
Well, yeah.
That's another thing Vince doesn't like, right?
Yeah.
Putting other creations that are not of his own over. So
Yeah, you'll have exceptions, like Jericho. Obviously, going way
Yeah.
back, but Jericho was over enough, and then he just got went
Yeah.
way up. But overall, yeah, people that aren't that aren't created by the WWE don't they
So-
have a little mediocre push, but it's not anything long term.
Like, look at
So there's
Sting.
no report for that, by the way, for the Finn thing.
So for the Finn, we'll
No
try to look
report.
in for our audience. We'll try to look in more deep in this week and try to find
My source will
an
find
end
something.
date. An end date for this Finn Balor contract.
It's Forbidden Door. Give me my money, no
Yeah.
problem. Just that
We can
match
all
alone.
agree we'd like to. There would be a huge pop here at WTN if Finn were to if Prince Devitt were to show up at Forbidden Door.
I cannot wait for this pay-per-view, man.
I feel like maybe we should do a watch along on Twitch. Maybe that could be like our thing.
Or we could watch it in person together.
I mean, you keep wanting to do that, and I keep telling you no. I'm just joking. We'll see.
Jeff, what are you doing on?
Well, if Justin's not going to be there, I'm in.
Here we go.
There you go. See, everyone's a winner. Oh.
Although the watch along is a good idea, I'll give you that. I'll give you that,
Thank you.
Justin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I would be down. June. It's June. As long as it's not June 18th, we're good.
Yeah, 18th
No,
or
June
16th.
26th or something.
26th.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good.
It's the
good with
weekend
that.
of Saint Jean.
What's wrong with June 18th? That's your birthday.
I have a
or
wedding on
something?
that day.
Oh, look at you go. Congratulations.
It's not his wedding. Wait,
Remember to say I do.
Yeah, or object when it gets to my turn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
open the doors. Stop.
Oh.
Ms. TV and the return of Mustafa Ali. Is this? Are we gonna get a positive run for Ali this time?
Again, I really
I
don't
did
know.
like that swift burn that he said on Raw, though, where he's like, "I'm gonna smack you so hard, you're gonna wish that they actually did release you."
Oh, that
Because he asked for his release
Yeah.
like a while ago.
they were
right?
teasing him. Oh, you still work here?
Yeah.
Both Theory and Miz for a bit, and he was just smiling and thing. But I think he did good. I'm not the biggest Ali fan in the ring. The guy's great.
Mhm.
But outside the ring, I mean, promos and stuff like that, I've never been his biggest fan. But I think he portrayed himself pretty good in this one. The match, I think, served its purpose. Wasn't a great 5-star match, obviously, but I think it served its purpose. Miz is great. So I guess what are we seeing? Ali versus Theory. This is the new program here.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know what though? Keep Miz involved because I really like the chemistry between Theory and Miz. That's hilarious. Oh, if I had a magic button to make this match happen, oh well, I do. Vince McMahon said yes. You know, like it was just comedy gold.
Yeah,
it was great.
Their
I love them.
charisma is good.
They're great together. Yeah.
Yep. Even the interview back and forth was was good back and forths. I enjoyed. I think Ali and Theory inside the ropes can be a great match.
Oh yeah, that could be really really fun if they let them go, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's we're looking into it. Oh yeah, no, because I was about to say Theory against Ali, but now remember how that finished after Ali won. Who came and jumped Ali? Tommaso. Well, sorry, Ciampa, because Tommaso's gone now.
Right.
So Ciampa, we might see Ciampa versus Ali in
Which also
Also
yeah, give me
fire,
my
yeah.
money. That's gonna be good. But they're not gonna give Ali the win, obviously. The problem is they consider Ali as a jobber. So unfortunately,
Yeah, after that stupid retribution gimmick didn't work.
yeah, that's it. And they blamed it all on him. Well, there was that, and then there was the hacker, which to be frank, wasn't his fault because they never did anything with it.
freshen up my memory here about the hacker.
The hacker, remember, they gave little promos of a hacker coming, and they were
Oh,
they kept
yes,
on hacking
yes.
the stuff that had nothing to do with retribution at all.
And then they
It
kind of
was,
like I remember.
And then they
now.
just kind of let it go. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think-
rumored to be Ali. We don't technically know, I guess, but the rumor was it was supposed to be because I think Mustafa Ali's Twitter was like blank for a while too when the hacker thing was happening. So
So that's what people were pointing towards Ali as being the hacker, and then ended up being the leader of Retribution, which I think originally might have been a good idea, but the way they booked it and the way they put it forward was horrible and killed it right away. So hopefully Ali, I hope JLB is wrong here and they don't see Ali as a jobber, because I think there's potential here.
Oh no, he's a great wrestler. Just give him his release and let Ali go to Impact or AEW's or New Japan or something. Because
I think he could be a top star on Impact.
I really think he could too. Yeah.
Yeah.
X Division at least, if anything, too. Yeah, it'd be fuego.
So I don't think we need to talk about the main event because it was just a 8-man tag with Cody and
that's it.
Those guys. It wasn't really impactful on the things coming next. So we go to the highlight of the week, and let's hit on Dynamite. We should we should work on a little twingle for that when it's time to not a twingle, sorry, a jingle. How
again? You see what happens? You see what happens? Justin silliness.
I'm sorry.
I didn't find nothing for Finn. All it says that he makes $1 million a year.
Yeah, that I heard too, but again, there's no much info.
Yeah.
So Dynamite, I mean, first of all, FTR facing each other. What else to start the show?
Amazing.
That was I don't know if you guys noticed, but that was tribute to Brett.
Yeah,
they wearing the logo
matches there,
but weren't they wearing the logo on their trunks?
Yeah.
And they kind of went through the Owen Brett match at WrestleMania 10 and
Owen
Brett versus Chris Benoit match also.
And also there was a Razor and Mr. Perfect.
Oh, you see that one I missed.
Well, I noticed because I posted a clip of the match and the clips and the parts that they took. The finishing was the finishing was Mr. Perfect, and
that was great, man. I loved it.
Oh, I wrote on my notes, beautiful wrestling.
Yeah, I wrote here 4 stars. So
a lot of notes there. It's very, very poignant.
Beautiful wrestling. It was so elegant.
It was actually wrestling. It was
magical.
It was beautiful. I was enjoying it.
Yeah, it was.
It's matches like that makes me interested in watching wrestling.
Even the video package before to promote it was good too.
Yeah, because it was like a throwback to like kind of old style, but it was interesting. It kept the crowd in it. The crowd was, that's the way you open up a show because the crowd's hot after the intro. Everything, the music, the pyro hits. That's a hell of a way to start a show.
That's it. And I was shocked how incredibly still entertained I was by a roll-up finish. Because they literally told a story in that ring, and it made it believable with everything that did happen. And I'm like, fuck, man, that's why I became a wrestling fan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
beautiful
I remembered,
wrestling.
Okay, we get it, okay? But, I mean, beautiful wrestling, there's more to it. But, yeah.
It was poetry in a square circle.
Well,
it really was.
The storytelling, the psychology, every little piece of it. These guys are not only students of the game, but they are huge fans of the game and of the industry of wrestling, of sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. And you see that they put together this art, which was this match, and they threw it on the canvas, and it was what wrestling is supposed to be.
What do you, is it a rumor that Brett re-signed with WWE?
No, I think it's true. He signed a Legends contract. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, I hope it's not true. And apparently it's also to get FTR to come back. But at the end of the day, FTR, don't you freaking dare go back.
No, they won't go.
Stay where you are. Yeah, but they want to work with Brett. They've been saying that for a hot minute. Too.
But where's it going to go in WWE? It's going to go nowhere.
But technically, they're working with Brett.
Yet. They're not yet.
They have a show with Brett.
Yes, an independent, because Brett is allowed to do independents, but he's not allowed to do TNA or AEW.
And technically, he asked Brett about the Owen tournament, and he never got offered to go or anything. So
that's what he said.
That's what he says.
That's what he says. Yeah. So you never know. It's still have a month. We'll see.
Well, no. Apparently, they offered him a lot of money for that Legends contract.
Well, is it fact that he signed, or is it just rumored?
No, like, well, I think it's fact because all the dirt sheets were reporting it, and it was like a hefty contract.
Like it hasn't been
Like-
confirmed by both parties, but it has been confirmed by many sources.
Well, we'll
So,
see. I guess we're gonna see. Let's see
Yeah,
at the end of the tournament. I actually had this like hope that it would be really nice to see that he awards the Owen Hart Trophy to whoever wins the title,
mhm.
and it kind of squashing the heat that he has with Owen's wife.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, we
That
know
would be
that
a good TV moment and family moment for sure.
we know Martha's going to be there for sure
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
because the tournament's around her schedule.
Yeah, she's who's working with Tony Khan
Yeah.
with this.
Well,
with
it's her
this
foundation.
story.
She's running the
Yeah,
Owen
exactly.
Hart Foundation. So
That's
for
it.
her and I think her son.
Even CM Punk on the mic describing this match was good too.
Yeah.
I think he
You
has
can see his love for wrestling too.
if JR whatever whenever he decides to retire and let's say CM Punk decides to say okay I'm done,
Mhm.
I see him doing commentary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
He did
great.
it in WWE and he was good, and now he's still good. He did a few rampages, and during this match, it seemed like he was enjoying it. You felt it in his what he was saying. He was like, he was enjoying what he was seeing.
But
And
he was also like, but I don't like these guys, and I was just like,
yeah,
okay,
trying to stay in character. Yeah,
yeah, I know. I'm like, we all know you're full of shit, but you fucking love what you're seeing right now.
I wanted to when he came and threw the promo right that he wants Paige at the
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing, and he keeps on mentioning Eddie Kingston. Is there real heat there
Yeah, they
between
don't like
Eddie
each
and CM Punk?
They don't like each other.
They don't like each
Like,
other. I don't know
for
why
real,
he
right?
had to throw that in. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, like it didn't make sense in the story or nothing. It's
Well,
like it's 2 or 3 times that he does this. Like in
Well,
the
you
middle
know-
of a promo, out of nowhere, mentions or throws a dig at Eddie Kingston.
Well, you know how Punk is. When there's a chance of
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
Punk
very.
is a bit of a cocky prick, but a lot of people had also said the same thing about Eddie Kingston, where the guy doesn't work hard enough as he should to be a top guy.
Yeah, but that was
So-
something that was discussed during their feud too when Eddie Kingston
Yeah.
wrestled CM Punk. So
And
Because
so it
right
was, like,
away-
legit heat. Yeah.
right away after he said it, Eddie Kingston was in the back in the locker room and he tweeted right away. And I don't want to
Oh.
misquote him, so I'll just give you exactly what he said. But it feels like it's a back and forth, this thing going on.
let my source get his work done.
So Eddie Kingston here, I found him. Here we
found
go.
him.
No, I just have
but
to find.
do
his,
you think that it could be maybe just a work to an eventual like a longer maybe a continuation to their feud?
I think this started like in Ring of Honor.
Well, no, that's it. But they've already feuded, right? So I guess it could just be that. But I mean, if he's facing Adam Page, okay, so do we not think that Adam Page is going to lose against CM Punk? That's not happening.
Well,
right?
I think he is gonna lose.
who?
You think Adam
Hangman.
Page?
Hangman.
It's gonna. I think they're gonna give it the title to.
They're gonna give it
CM
to Punk.
Yeah.
Punk? Okay.
And then
Yeah,
Punk
but
wrestles
then
Kenny
he's-
Omega when he comes back, and then goes back to Kenny.
Yeah, so I think it's just Punk being a cocky prick.
So this is what he says right away. This is during the show. So Punk says that during his promo, and right away he tweets after, "Who gives a fuck, Punk?" That's what Eddie Kingston tweeted. Like right away.
I don't know. I think it could be a work though.
That's why I'm asking. 'Cause
Yeah,
you could
I think
never-
it's a work. I don't know.
I don't think so.
for a future, like to make the
Yeah.
future match even bigger. Mhm.
Yeah, especially if Punk wins the title, and then now there's this new. He's has his faction with Santana Ortiz, and especially if they win the tag titles, which is what you would think is going to happen eventually.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Sorry, who's gonna win their tag team titles?
Well, you would think
Prime
that
Powerful.
Santana
Santana
and
Ortiz would eventually win the
Oh.
belts.
Right.
You know, I mean, it kind of would make sense. Would I see Eddie Kingston maybe having a one or 2 month run with the belt with
No.
the AEW title event? Not now. Just to give him that, you know, that all that hard work and all that
Underdog.
sacrifice. Yeah,
exactly.
I
Hard
see
work.
it.
I don't
I
see
see
it.
If
I
you
don't
could tell
see-
the story properly, I think it could work.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a long title reign.
And maybe you do it
But-
with CM Punk.
especially if Punk turns heel.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he turns heel.
Maybe have a bit of that feeling of when Mankind won his first title on Raw.
Yeah.
Maybe have that underdog feeling to it.
Yeah.
Having nobody expected this guy to be a world champion. Look at him. Look at his beer belly. Look at him how he is, and he actually wins and has a short run. I would be for it because I really enjoy.
I love Kingston.
Wrestling is amazing when you can't tell if what they're saying or is real, right? If they're promos.
Fluffy. The word is fluffy.
Fluffy.
A man with many words. Many words.
Yeah.
But do you realize, to your point that you just said, that when wrestling is like that unknown, that uncertain, that you always feel that with one company and not the other?
Well, recently, yeah.
I think for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately,
I think the last time I felt some real heat from a promo or segment in WWE was twice. Obviously Nia Jax, and Charlotte. Nia. I'm all over the place today. Nia Jax and Charlotte in the ring, throwing at each other.
That was fairly recent. Yep.
Yeah, and maybe 2 years ago, and that's maybe even 3 years ago, but during a segment where they were brawling, where Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda were type of fighting, and that there was some heat there, so that's why it felt good. But in AEW, I felt it many times in the last 2 years. I felt it again yesterday, not only from this little thing I'm mentioning of CM Punk mentioning Eddie Kingston, but definitely in the Eddie Kingston Jericho back and forth.
oh yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
That was great. And you can't tell if Eddie's being real or not, man. That's how good he is. Sometimes you can tell that Eddie, not Eddie Kingston, but Chris Jericho wants to laugh, but he's holding it in. But Eddie Kingston doesn't give up, man. He keeps his game face on. No tell, yeah.
That's it.
But he must be a great poker player because he definitely has a good poker face. And his whole thing was, you even know what a hit means?
Right. Yeah.
Where I come from, a hit is you end it, and he puts the fucking gun to his head. That was great. It was a great back and forth. Even when Jericho was like, "Listen, you don't," and he mentions it. You're a shitty worker. You don't work enough. This is your last chance. You want to hit me and get Tony to fire you. You'll never work in a wrestling promotion again. So just stay there, do your job, and be a bitch.
Isn't Jericho's promos just works every time, no matter who he's working with?
It's second nature to him, though. Now you know what I mean. Like,
oh my god,
doing it for so long that
it works though, because like sometimes you'll have these veterans and it's just like this promo and you're like, okay, the same old shit all over again. But his promos work. It gets you. It gets you hyped for the upcoming match, whether he's heel or face. That's another thing too. Is that whether he's heel or face, it just works every time.
Well, when you have it, huh?
He knows, he has the experience to know what works and what doesn't, and where to go and where to.
And he does say that he essentially does say the same shit, but he says it differently or in a different kind of way, and it just clicks in, no problem. He's one of the goats. That's why he's one of the goats, though, right? Because there's no problem doing it, and anything he does, everyone's immediately entertained and wants to see what's going to happen. So, and then of course, how about the fireball happened to there too?
Yes, at the end. Yes, that's the second time they used that in AEW, right?
I'm still waiting for Homicide.
Or was it WWE that used the fireball that got blinded somebody out? No, it was Pac that got blinded by the fireball, right?
Yeah.
Pac was the fireball. I thought it was the mist.
It was the mist.
Oh, it was the mist.
Maybe
okay. I'm confusing both of them. Could be.
Like I said, I'm still waiting for Homicide to pop in.
But what's his name? Magic Hands there.
Magic Daddy Hands, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. He said. So they're continuing on this whole sports entertainment gimmick, right?
Yes.
Because it's funny how they're doing that sports entertainment gimmick in AEW, and Cody's doing the wrestling gimmick in WWE. So
we are the galaxy.
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
that was what I wanted to
the
say.
AEW
AEW
Galaxy.
yes.
Yeah.
I
That was good. That was great.
That was good. It was a good wink to the WWE universe. So,
Yeah, those guys are great though. 2.0 is
Yep.
they're always entertaining.
And
I don't even know how the WWE messed it up with those guys too. It's
well,
fucked up.
I could give you a list of
Come on,
guys.
Come on.
well, technically, this is all KO's the one that brought
Yeah.
them to AEW by calling
I don't know-
Jericho. Yeah.
And I don't know why, because and especially with KO and 2.0, they did a bunch of stuff, obviously in the indies, but a bunch of stuff on their social medias as well. Such great chemistry between the three.
Yeah.
Don't even know why WWE didn't even try that. Like, oh man, like, just really pisses me off.
And
Like, you have
Martel, I
all
forgot
this talent, but-
what his real name is, Martel. But the one with the long hair,
Martel.
he's a classic old school promo guy. With like you look
I
at
love
him. My friend was watching with me on Wednesday, and he's like, bro, is that guy on drugs? Like he doesn't know nothing about wrestling. You just see him, and the guy's like, and he's like that. And he's like, no, he's just doing it.
I actually met him once in a gym here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's
apparently
pretty
he's a
cool.
real cool guy though.
Yeah, no, I met him. I think he saw me once because I remember back in the day we used to hit up the indie shows a lot, and we'd see 2.0 a lot. And I remember he saw me. He's like, I remember you. Nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and he
Well, he's on IW. I think that show already
IWS.
happened.
Yeah, he was in IWS.
Yeah, a couple of a month ago.
But I mean,
it was last week, no?
It was last
April
week, I think.
23rd. Yeah,
Yeah, they were
April
just there.
23rd.
So.
Yeah. And are they called 2.0 in the indie scenes, or
Yeah,
are they using
that's
their-
where the 2.0 came from. It was that was their name in the indies.
No,
because
but I
now
think he's
they're
referring to on Know Your Enemies, the IWS.
I would assume so because that's what they were. Yeah, it's not
because now
copy.
they're technically, do they have a tag team name, or they're just using their real names, but they're JAS? That's their tag team, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wardlow versus Lance. Now this is the type of matches I want to see Wardlow in.
We're not going order. Okay.
Warder.
No,
Who's Warder?
Wardlow. Sorry.
No, Mike. Casey, you said it right. It was
No,
John that said Warder.
I said we're not going in order
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay.
because you're skipping. You're skipping, guys.
Well, no, because I went.
Okay, I'm
because
sorry.
I was
You don't
talking
have
about
notes
CM
that
Punk.
say it's beautiful. I'm sorry.
No, but
Oh
I'm
yes,
going
you're
with
right.
the-
You're right. I did skip.
You're
I
right.
skipped. Yes,
We
you're right. I
skipped
skipped
the Fireball was
the
after.
No, you skipped the B. You skipped
yeah
the,
Blackpool Combat Club. Yes,
Yeah.
against the QT
Oh
clique.
my god! Yeah, and that was a pretty fire match as well.
Wheeler
Just-
Yuta impressed me in that match.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, he's just.
He
always
getting
does.
better. Yeah,
Well, he's been
always
impressing
getting
me
better
since
every
that match with Mox. Well, no, actually, with the match before with Daniel Bryan, with
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. Sorry, I've seen how better he's getting, but I think this is he hasn't reached his peak. I don't know how old he is or how if
He's in his early 20s.
the early 20s, but this guy's good, and they're doing it good with him.
I don't think this
building-
Black Bull Combat Club is gonna last very long. I think one of the two, whether it be Moxley or Bryan Danielson, is gonna turn heel, and Regal, Steve, that was about Steven Regal, but William Regal is gonna kind of like be
Lord.
Lord Steven Regal. Yes.
But I don't know, because I think they have a good thing here with the Blackpool.
For
Combat
now,
Club.
yeah, for now. But I don't see both of those guys, Moxley and Danielson, being both faces for long.
But I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, but
I see them
again,
as
that was
tag
a
team
fire
champions.
match. Yeah, I see them as tag team champions.
Yeah, tag team champions. I could. Yeah.
Problem
Yeah.
is, I don't know who will be able to beat them. Is the problem, right? It was the first time that AEW.
Wow.
Wow.
I guess
I
the
don't know, man. Maybe
beauty
you were just
beauty is
tired.
the eye of the beholder, but I thought it was one of the best ones in 2 months.
I see who they could lose to as a tag team at Forbidden Door, the Guerrillas of Destiny. Haku's kids,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Guerrillas of Destiny.
God.
Yes.
I think God. I would like God to have that rivalry with the Bullet Club there.
Yeah.
Even better if it would be the Good Brothers. That would be ideally the match I would want to see, because they've been back and forth on social media for a while now.
But on Impact, right? Didn't they do something on
Yes,
Impact?
Good Brothers Impact, and apparently
I mean, God, God.
Yeah, they were an Impact. Yeah.
So are they
they do
still
both,
doing
right?
stuff with Impact?
Yeah, I guess they would. I guess no, but I think they did have a match already on Impact. Now
Yeah, they
that you
did.
mention it,
Against the Good Brothers.
yes, yes. I mean, yeah, against each other. That's what I'm saying. Yes. And now that you mention it, I think yes, they did have a match against each other.
So think about this setup. You have, like we were talking about hypothetically before with Finn Balor. Finn Balor goes back to New Japan representing the Bullet Club. Kenny comes back and he's representing the Elite.
Mhm.
There's your match, man.
But
The story sells itself.
there's also Tonga in that story too, because before there was the tweets between him and
Well,
Kenny.
that's it. He's one of the GODs.
David Otunga? Did you say Otunga?
No, Tonga Tama.
Oh,
Tonga.
Tamatanga. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's part of the Gorillas of Destiny.
GOD.
Okay, yeah.
Him and his brother. Well, his stepbrother.
Yes.
So yeah, that's because they haven't been announced for Forbidden Door.
Nothing yet.
Nothing's been
Nothing.
announced.
Exactly.
Well,
Nothing.
aside
They're
from
they're New Japan wrestlers, so you would think that they would have something to do with it.
And there's the list could go on and on.
Oh no, there's some. I think the Young Bucks, because the Young Bucks are not too happy about this Forbidden Door. Because if you saw it in their Twitter Twitter bio, they like kind of threw some shade at after that announcement. Last week when they announced the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, later on that night they changed in their bio. I don't know for how long it lasted, but throwing shade. I don't remember exactly the company that didn't want to sign us or something like that. I don't want to say because I don't remember exactly, but there was definitely throwing shade at New Japan. That some people were actually complaining. I read that on the dirt sheet somewhere. That were actually complaining that should the Young Bucks really be executive vice presidents if they're gonna undermine company decisions like this in public?
First of all, New Japan very, very rarely signs, as they call gaijin, like foreigners.
Yeah.
right.
So it's always on a per appearance basis. So I think they should know
Yeah,
that by now, since they've been going over there for years.
I think that's just their character. I think that's all they're doing with that.
They're
I
playing.
don't think
They're playing. This?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
why
they're-
would they?
they're
Why would
working-
they hate on that?
They're working the gimmick.
They're working the gimmick. That's it. Because they're the undisputed elite, correct? So
Of all
they're gonna
names.
go against the Bullet Club, kind of.
And there you
right?
go.
So
Bullet Club
that's
is New
what that
Japan.
is New
Super Elite
Japan.
is AEW. There you go.
There you go.
But like I said last podcast with JLB, we cannot see Bullet Club and Elite without Kenny. It doesn't to me it doesn't work.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there
Unless
if
he
can't
comes and
wrestle.
interrupts.
Yeah, if he can't
But-
wrestle, okay, then he won't wrestle, but he'll definitely be there in some way, shape, or form to
He
do
better.
something to someone. He's gonna be.
That's
He's gonna be there for sure.
That's a perfect
don't-
opportunity because technically for Kenny to come back in June, which would be the timeline would be the perfect opportunity for Kenny to turn on Adam Cole.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be the perfect opportunity for Kenny to turn on Adam Cole.
Right.
Maybe get that Bullet Club pop.
Was he in the original Bullet Club
Yep.
in New Japan?
Kenny
Yep.
Omega, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was.
He
Okay.
was the cleaner.
Right. I
Remember
just
the brooms?
never watched. I just don't. Yes, but I haven't watched New Japan. So.
But
Yeah.
I think the cleaner was more of the fact that like a hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Remember
was,
the brooms?
They Americanized it here with the brooms.
Yeah. Yes, it was him. I think AEW they have too many wrestlers and they don't know what to do with them. They signed. Well, yes, now
But that's why they have ROH.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so that's
Yeah.
why we should get to see more because people are already apparently another dirt sheet rumor is that Jeff Hardy's already unhappy from being in on Elevation and Dark.
Here we go.
So
Oh, wow.
apparently, I don't know if this is true, and it's
Yeah.
not been confirmed by multiple sources, but apparently he's been asking around, making some phone calls if it would be possible to be bought out of his contract. I don't know if it's true or not.
First of all, what kind of a contract did he sign? Was it even anything long term?
It was probably 3 years.
Okay,
It
but
was
what
probably
is
3 years
he?
because
But
that's a
how are
standard
you gonna
contract.
hate so much though? Like,
Like,
I mean,
are you-
listen, he's
are
working
you-
with his brother. His brother seems to like it being in AEW. So
Why
Yeah.
did he expect to go to like right to the top of the tag team title right away?
Well, maybe not Beyond Dark.
yeah,
yeah,
I
but
mean, it's
every
hard.
big name's worked on. Dark.
Suzuki has been on Dark.
Yeah, straight up.
Like,
Yeah, but Suzuki, ask an American wrestling fans, the casual, not the hardcore fans like us, but the basic fan who is Minoru Suzuki, and 90% of them won't be able to tell you who Minoru
but I
Suzuki is.
believe Keith Lee was in Suzuki. Was in Dark.
Yeah, and look how that's working out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but
I'm not.
there's been a lot of the big name wrestlers in AEW that have been on Dark. It's just one offs. A lot of the times they're squash matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, when they have the squash matches, yes, that has happened a lot.
But that's what
But
it is. It's just
sometimes
squashes.
But Jeff
But-
Hardy won, right? Wasn't it a squash? Who did he face?
Well, I didn't see the match. I just
I
know
think
he's
that's
been
why
there
Jeff
for.
Hardy's mad because you didn't watch it, kid crazy.
Well, I think as soon as Ring of Honor has a TV deal, there's gonna be more time for more wrestlers.
Yeah, apparently Papa Khan is working on this, and they're working
Papa
on a.
Just the way it's said, the way it flowed out.
I felt like you were gonna sing me a reggae hit for a second.
That sound like a rapper. Papa
It
Khan.
is.
Hey, listen, they're going to be
reggae,
that family's going to be getting more money soon. You know, Fulham is going back to the Premier League, so they'll have more
Yeah,
money to spend.
That's a big boost, and the guy has contacts. So apparently he's working on a big TV contract for AEW ROH. It doesn't mention if it's ROH or AEW, but maybe they can give that big time slot, the new time slot, to AEW, and give that Friday night 10 o'clock slot to ROH.
Oh, it was Hardy's and Top Flight. They defeated Angelico and Jack Evans and Private.
Oh yeah, it was an 8-man. Yeah, right.
man.
Yeah.
And that's the day before they fired Jack Evans. Well, not they fired, that his contract was expired, right?
Right.
And that he announced that he wasn't be coming back.
And which he's going back to AAA, I'm assuming.
Well, you can do both AAA, you can do Impact, you can do Indies, GCW, things like that. I think that's where.
It was just him or his tag team partner.
No, just him.
But that's
Just
the
him.
thing. Like, you know, going back to the dark situation. A lot of times, dark is generally squashes, and then you'll have, let's say, the main event where it's like name guys and they have a match and it's decent. Like, it's a decent thing.
Yeah, I imagine that was the main event.
Yeah, it was.
You know what
it
I
was.
mean? So
I would
It
have to
was-
watch it to like more judge the product itself. But I know that we get
Don't get
a
your
lot of guys.
expectations too high about dark.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
I've
it.
never
But I'm
watched
just
it,
saying
so I can't
to
really
say a bit to come back to what Nelson was saying. It's that they hired so many people in such a short period of
That's what it
time
is.
that now you got to find spots for these people,
it's almost.
and that's why you have
great.
so many factions, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because
You
there
can
Put more
was
people
also
on TV.
there was also the rumors of the trio titles coming out as well.
I think
Yeah,
they
the
should do it.
six-man
I don't know
title.
why they're.
I
don't
feel
know
like
why
that
they're
rumor
stalling
is
on
dead
that.
and gone because
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I haven't heard any updates in that rumor, and I think they should have put a trios titles before a TBS championship
Yeah.
for women.
ROH has a 6-man tag title. 6-man tag.
Oh, do they?
Okay, so maybe
Oh,
they can.
by
do
the
that
way,
route.
that guy to me is
That
freaking
guy?
awesome. Yes. When,
Which guy? What are we talking about? If you're gonna make a
when you
claim
hold
like
the-
that,
hey,
get the
hey,
name straight.
Don't fuck around, buy around, okay? Hold on. Now that's my train of thought. When the people they
That-
were fighting the
that guy you were
Moxley and
saying.
thing. Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, that guy.
I put.
Repeat that again.
Hold on, assholes.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, the guy. You know the guy.
Yeah, him.
No, Nick C. Nick Commando. When,
Nick, come on, yeah, another guy from the QT clique.
Nick
The
Camarado.
Camarado, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
yes.
Nick Commando. Who's Nick Commando, Justin? I mean, come
I
on.
don't know.
Does he-
What are you,
does he not
are you
wear
gonna tweet
underwear?
about it? Are you gonna tweet about it?
Oh, you believe it. You better believe it.
But yeah, what about that guy?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, what do you love about that guy? Come on.
No,
Let's go with
I was-
Commando. He's got-
I was actually serious.
This is hilarious.
Jesus Christ. This is fuck my life. I think he has a great build though. I really like
Yes.
how he looked in the ring. I like his whole style, his kind of gimmick kind of thing. And I'm just wondering, has he done anything else, or is this like his first one off?
No, he's been there
I
for a
think he's
while.
been in a
Oh,
few
he's-
matches,
he's been there
tag
for a
matches
while.
with
Oh,
QT.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's been-
damn. Okay.
he's a part of the factory.
He's
Yeah,
been there
he
since
was-
Cody was
Yeah.
there
We
with
saw him, we saw him a
Marshall.
lot when it was that boxer, when the Cody faced that boxer.
Oh,
That's when
the
we were mostly seeing
Anthony
him.
Agogo. Yeah.
Go-Go.
Yeah, Anthony
The
Agogo.
Go-Go boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy. Hey,
The
come
guy-
on, guys.
The guy
The
there with
guy.
the hair.
No, but
Yeah.
it's a you were
It's a G,
you,
G,
you
no,
seemed
G?
so enthusiastic about that guy, and I had no idea who he was.
Oh, I didn't remember his name. That's why I have notes. Like one job.
But like Miro, when is Miro going to come back? We can go down this list of guys that have been signed to AEW that we don't have no idea where they are.
But do we miss Miro?
I
That's the
do.
thing.
I do.
I do.
Yeah, I think he was a great.
I
heel.
definitely-
I think his promos were great. Yeah.
I definitely don't miss the gamer Miro, but I'm okay
No,
with the.
No.
But I'm okay with the. What was he calling himself? He was getting
God's
sent-
favorite champion.
Yes, God's favorite champion. Exactly.
Even the guy that he came in with as the gamer.
Kip Saban.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Another
He's
guy
hurt.
that's gone.
He was injured. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
injured.
got injured, and he's probably. I think I've heard him say that when his contract's expired, the chances of him staying are very low.
And Ford too is injured, I'm assuming, or is she just taking care of him?
Well, Penelope Ford. Yeah. I don't know.
See, even
I
that
don't
because
know,
I like
but-
Penelope. I think she's good in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serena Deeb and Kirishita match though. Philly Street.
This
Fight.
guy's skipping matches like left to
Hiroshi-
right.
I know it's.
Follow the list.
Oh my god.
What were
Yeah,
you guys
Serena
talking
Deeb.
about?
Well, no. Technically, now we just skipped the Wardlow lines. Now, because
Oh
we
my
had
god. Okay, let's go. Vamos. Let's talk about it. then.
this is what the type of match I want to see Wardlow in.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
this
big-
was
that-
fire.
The first 5 minutes, Warlow was doing things that I haven't seen
Yeah.
Warlow do.
Because he hasn't had a chance to do it with these jobber squash matches.
And I'm like, take my money now. Let's go.
Although when he wrestled was it the Butcher last week? That was like another good match too.
Yep.
Yep. High
The
pace.
Butcher is someone too, though, that is really weird for me. I hate his look. I don't like him. I think he's disinteresting. But then once I see him in the ring, I'm like, oh, you are pretty
See,
good.
when the Butcher and
Blade,
Blade debuted,
right?
I was a fan right away.
Oh, really? I thought their debut was stupid because they came into the ring and only fucking what's his face?
That guy.
Xavier?
That guy there in the mask who knows everything. Excalibur.
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Excalibur was like, that's the Butcher and the Blade. I'm like, who?
I was a fan. I'm like, oh, I like this. And now it's just
Well, it's because they have to go their separate ways again.
Yeah.
They have to get out of the
Whatever
the
they're called.
Andrade
Yeah.
family office or whatever.
Yeah, they have
that
to.
should
Yeah.
just like
They have to
cancel
get-
that.
they have to get rid of that.
Cancel that shit.
Stupidest.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I know
Because-
Justin's looking up some more information on Nick Commando. So hold on. You just finished saying that the Blade, the Butcher is uninteresting, but then you love Nick Commando. Please explain.
No, I am saying that the Blade's gimmick is not interesting. I don't
But
Why
you
is it-
like,
Blade's
but
gimmick.
you
the
like Nick,
Butcher's blade. I mean.
yeah, but you like Nick.
Butcher's gimmick.
Explain to me then how Nick Commando is any better.
I just find he has a better look, technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
just
he
kind of
he looks like a wrestler. That's no
looks
doubt
like a
about that.
wrestler.
He
That's-
looks like
yeah.
a wrestler. I just don't know. I've never heard him speak on the mic, so I don't know if he's got any mic skills.
Who's this? Who we're talking about now?
Nick
Camarado.
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 Okay.
So I really don't know. Maybe he's still green a bit, so he's still in that training phase, and
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
you're only putting him in trio, 3-man, and 8-man tag
Well,
teams.
I feel like that's what QT Marshall just does, though. I don't think he's kind of just brings the new guys in. Okay, guys, here's my factory thing. and
Well,
then
they're his
whatever.
students. They're the students
Yeah.
of the school.
Yeah,
They
because,
legit
yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah. Because usually he works in the office.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
QT has like I think he's
Yeah.
he
He
runs
does,
the school with Dustin.
Yeah. He runs the
And-
school. He
and
does.
he's head of, or not head, but part of the top
Talent
office of
to-
development.
yeah.
Talent relations, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And basically, he goes in when they need him.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
He has a career set
But-
for life then.
But starting with last week with Butcher and this week with Lance, I think they're building Wardlow the way they're supposed to build Wardlow.
Well, I'm excited for next week.
Hey,
yeah,
and
what do
you
you-
can't teach that.
Cass XL? Is that what he goes by? Cass XL?
Well, it's
No,
Morrissey
he
in
goes Morrissey, CW Morrissey.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Morrissey, yeah.
Will we see
Enzo.
Enzo?
No, I don't think we're seeing Enzo. I think he was more just alluding to that he did the you can't teach that because he said he was taller than him, stronger than him, and something else. And then
but they said that
he's
as
making
if he
was Enzo, like bringing him.
But
in
they said that he's making his
His
debut.
return, yeah.
Debut, not return.
Debut.
Yeah, so
Does
I
that
mean, well, it's either
mean-
or. CW Anderson was never CW Anderson.
CW.
CW Morrissey was never on AEW. So yeah,
No.
Who's CW Anderson?
ECW.
ECW.
Yeah.
CW. Oh, man.
I'm sorry, Jeff Extreme. Calm down, love.
Nick Commando.
Extreme.
Jesus.
Hey, that's a shirt, Jeff Extreme.
It is a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has one.
Yeah.
That's actually a good wrestling name.
No, but
Oh.
going back to
Oh, boy.
what KC said, it's Wardlow needed to be put in situations where the squashes had to stop because it was getting annoying. And it's like, oh, come on, the Powerbomb Symphony bullshit. It's like, okay, we get it. Yeah, you have to do 4 or 5. No, do 1 or 2, and But the last 2 matches he had, you got to see, the guy
But
could work.
don't you find the match was great? But don't you find that match made Lance look weak?
Not really. He held up 270 pounds on top of his head like if it was nothing. Walked around the ring.
Yes, but in a sense of
It depends where they go from here with him.
what does it do for Lance? Like, it doesn't really do much.
Well, no, but I don't think it mattered because at the end of the day, it's all just to build the storyline with MJF. So it doesn't necessarily matter. He did do a lot of stuff during that matchup, though. I think he did some like top rope thing. He looked good. He looked
No, he looked.
just lost.
I'm not
didn't
saying he
look
didn't look
weak.
good. He looked okay. Weak was the wrong word.
Just Wardlow looks very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lance is established though, man. He's a veteran, so I
He's
mean,
a veteran, so
the guy could go back to New Japan. Like he was New Japan IWGP US champion while he was wrestling against in AEW. So it's not like he's an established name. So it's not like for him to put
there's
over
that
somebody.
too. You're right, Mr. Extreme.
Yep, he's I like Lance, and next week with Morrissey, I think we need to see that next step, in Wardlow's build, and so we're probably looking at MJF Double or Nothing.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, it has to be.
But who wins? That's the question.
Oh,
MJ.
for sure. I'm thinking Wardlow wins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they
and
really want to
plus-
make him the
Because
you know what?
because
Maybe MJF wins with interference by Sean Spears.
because technically he's still not
or someone
under
someone bigger
contract
comes.
with All Elite.
unless they put the stipulation. If they put the stipulation, you beat me, I release you of your contract. Then
Why
Wardlow
do
wins
they
for sure.
arrest him though?
No, they don't arrest him. It's they as soon as because he's not allowed in the arena. So when they do let him in for a match, they
Escort
cuff
to the
him.
ring.
They escort him to the ring so he doesn't go
okay.
after MJF or whatever.
Okay.
It's very
It's kind of cool though. It's different.
Yeah.
I guess.
But it's kind of cool. 2 weeks ago when he grabbed the camera after he was throwing all those security guards into the garage doors and he takes the camera, release me of my contract.
right.
So it makes him look good. I think they're doing it good. So
they're doing it good.
Hopefully next week is the next step of Wardlow being closer to his match and his because I think he can be a top baby face. I don't know if he,
and the fans are definitely behind him, and then the whole symphony thing, him doing that, the fans already are eating it up like crazy.
It's almost like they're giving him the Goldberg buzz, but he can actually work.
Yeah, and better on the mic too. I think he's better than Goldberg on the mic too.
Yeah.
Have we heard him? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he says more
to
than
be
one
fair,
sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if a baby could be better than Goldberg on the mic, though. Like,
yes. So the bar is set low there, but
very low, teeny tiny bar.
But they're doing it good. So I give props to Tony Khan when they do something right. I gotta say it. So so far so good with Wardlow. You wanted to talk about Serena Deeb and Shida because that was a good match too.
I found it too short.
It was a bit short. I would have to agree. What was it? 6-7 minutes about?
Well, guys, there was a lot of matches though. I was
Yeah,
actually
there
really
was.
shocked they got a lot of matches into Dynamite, and I was
Because there's
down
less
for
promos.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but they still did their promos though. They still
but
did
the
a pretty
promos are
decent-
short.
Yeah, the promos
Yeah.
are short. It's not like the other guys that the promos an hour and a half and the show's actually 3 hours.
I was almost maybe a bit overwhelmed by all the matches that they were because I could never go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, it was too
Well,
much.
why can't you go to the bathroom, bring your phone with you, and watch it on your phone?
Well,
I had to-
don't know. I don't.
That-
I had to
that-
watch it twice. So.
That's your excuse. You had to go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't pause it. It was live.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I watched the repeat. I didn't know that TSN gave a repeat at 1 a.m.
Oh, do they?
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so I watched
Oh,
it. I watched it twice because I got a few service calls during the first time, so I
Mm.
got to really. That's why sometimes I miss some stuff, but I got to watch it a second time. So it
You
gave
miss
me
some stuff
more-
because you go to the bathroom?
Is it on the app now? Like on TSN
It's
Direct?
also on
You can
TSN
you
app,
can see
yeah.
on the app, right?
Yeah, but
it's also on the
yeah,
app.
so it's also on the app, but Dynamite usually plays live on TSN anyways. It's more Rampage. You have to get it from the app.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Deeb versus Shida, I really enjoyed the match back and forth.
I thought
Shida should be more in on Dynamite than she is because with the women's division the way it is,
Yeah.
Shida deserves her time slots there.
I thought Shido was going to win that, to be honest with you guys.
I don't think it's over though.
I
Yeah,
don't think it's over either.
I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
it's-
over either.
then
They're
they
definitely
do-
trying to build Serena Deeb though, like hardcore. So
Yeah,
And you
But-
saw who's going to be there. You saw who's going to be there next week, eh? Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah.
'Cause
right.
She's
Oh.
ROH. She's ROH Women's
Jesus.
Champion.
it's
Oh.
true. Yeah, and she just lost her Impact title at Rebellion against Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
And
Perazo.
there's also, I believe, a 10 women tag match or an 8 women tag match
Where?
next week.
Oh yeah. Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, the baddies, right? No, or is it on Rampage?
I think it's Rampage
Yeah,
with
it's
the
a Rampage. It's
yeah.
the Red Velvet and the baddies versus I don't know who. Yeah.
Wallow and
I
the
don't
girls from
know.
Ring of Honor. Whatever. Wallow, whatever her name is.
Oh yes, that girl. I like her too. She's actually
like
she had
her.
a good match. She had a good
Yeah.
match. Was that for the Owen Hart qualifier, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I think it's Deonna Purrazzo against Mercedes Martinez, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
technically,
gonna
it's like I think, isn't it for the title?
Yeah, because they're both Ring of Honor champions. I think.
Yeah.
Deonna Purrazzo's women's champion, and I think Mercedes Martinez has some Ring of Honor title. I don't know.
Interim. I think it's
The interim. That's it. Yeah, the interim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also for the Owen Hart thing too. No,
No.
No.
it's not. Oh, okay.
It's not a
okay.
qualifier. Okay.
No.
They did also mention some pretty fire matches for Rampage too, though. That unfortunately I didn't.
Oh,
Put on my
the
notes.
whole promo that they did for Wednesday and next Friday, I think was, or was it? Well, it's tomorrow, right? I
It's
think.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I was.
They did like really well.
I was excited for it. I mean, you just
Yeah.
like it. You know, that's the thing with AEW. It's good that they're taking baby steps to build their
Mhm.
brand.
Mhm.
That you just don't rush everything right out of the gate. You know, you get people to get behind your product,
Mhm.
and you bring in a lot of names. I'm not necessarily against it. It's just how they brought in.
Yeah.
But now that the fact that you have Elevate. Oh, I mean, Elevation is what it is because Elevation at least is not filmed like at
They're
Universal.
elevating.
Yeah, that's right. But like one of the dark shows, I think Dark on Tuesday is just at Universal Studios. It's like
Yeah.
a shit little thing. But
Right.
the Elevation that's on Monday is actually filmed before Dynamite.
Yeah.
So you can kind of show that's a good place that you could showcase a lot of the guys that you signed. You know, you could continue storylines and so on and so forth. And obviously, with whatever they're doing with Ring of Honor, cross promotions, this Forbidden Door thing that they're doing. So I'm not entirely against the fact that them hiring a lot of people. It's just how it's booked is
Yeah, and how they
remains
used
to be
them. Yeah.
seen. Yeah.
Well, and exactly, and I think also too, the issues we had with them not necessarily promoting, like, because at the beginning they didn't really promote Rampage that well either, or they wouldn't necessarily say anything. So I also think it was maybe a bit of a learning curve for them too on how to set that up properly. Because this week on Dynamite is the only time I really noticed that they did that really, really well. And then Excalibur's super fast promoting when the matches are up on the screen.
Oh yeah.
He's like really good, and he's all into it. And then I'm like, fuck, okay. And it got me excited for Rampage tomorrow and also Dynamite next week.
Just
So
a fast thing I just saw. Technically, there's a rumor that SmackDown is coming to Montreal.
Oh no, I think we've seen that. I have seen that already. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I just saw.
Yeah, SmackDown Montreal and and 2 house shows at Place Belle
Okay. Well,
December.
You know what I think it might.
August 20th is SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what I think you'll start seeing maybe overall promotion being a little bit better for AEWs after the NBA finals are over.
Yeah.
So they have there's no interruptions with their programming, no stupid rescheduling because of basketball.
Yeah.
You know, TNT is gonna have and TBS are gonna have nothing else to.
Yeah.
I mean, AEW is gonna be their only top programming that people are gonna watch.
they don't do football, TBS.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm thinking,
they don't do football, and football only starts in August.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
So we're good. The only thing that might affect them is TNT. I think. No, sorry. TBS shows Atlanta Braves games, but
Yeah.
that's not a factor because it's locally, right? It's local for them at least. Because I think in Atlanta they play Atlanta Braves games or in that region,
Right.
but in all the rest of the states, I think they usually play a movie. So I don't think it's a problem conflicting time slots or for wrestling. I think that makes a perfect sense because they took a little hit in the last week or 2 weeks, maybe even because of basketball.
Yeah.
In the ratings, but that's only normal. So I'm not scared. They're still pretty close to 1 million. So at least Dynamite is.
Well,
I know,
also Raw too, though, right? So
Yeah.
at least for us in Canada, the next 3 weeks, it's not going to be live
Mhm.
on Sportsnet. You can do it through the app or OLN.
OLN, yes. Like this week it was on OLN, yeah.
This week it was on OLN, and then so yeah, it's just because of COVID crap, right? Because now all the sports are kind of playing at the same time. The poor sports companies are like, "What do we do?" Or broadcasters are like, "What do we do?" Yada yada yada. And I mean, yeah, like what can you do in that regard? It's just crazy because I've never seen Raw preempted. Like,
Well, they've done that before.
oh yeah,
It's nothing new.
Well, not on USA, but on I think on Sportsnet I've seen it before.
But TNT,
like during playoff time or end of season time.
The Blue Jays. The Blue Jays started the season already, so that's owned by Sportsnet.
Rogers, yeah. Also,
have to be careful not to make fun of.
but TNT has hockey now too, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's true. They have the NHL rights. Yeah.
So there's the
playoffs.
playoffs.
They have the playoffs this year, yeah. So for Rampage, it might be a problem, but it won't be on TBS. So for Dynamite, it's not a problem. For Rampage, it might be.
I don't think they have the full rights. Though. I mean, obviously there are other.
No, they're sharing them. They're sharing them with ESPN. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
So because the big Gretzky deal there, I remember.
Yes, that he's on the the halftime or whatever the intermission. Okay, the return of Rey Fenix. House of Black had warned them. The what's his name? Alex. Is his name Alex? The Spanish manager. Yeah. We were thinking it was him in the ring. He's saying, "I've been warning you to leave Fuego del Sol." I don't know what Fuego del Sol has to do with this.
I didn't either. I was very confused.
Come on, get rid of him, please. Get rid of Fuego del Turd. I don't want to see him anymore.
He's Sammy's best friend. You can't get rid of him.
I guess, and they signed him a contract, I guess, but he's a lot on Elevation and Dark him too, and that's what he should.
He's a match filler. That's it. See, that's why Jeff Hardy's mad. He's like, I'm seeing fuckers like a Fuego del Sol.
Can't even get the name right.
You can just call him Fuego del Turd, okay? Like
Del Turd, yes. That's the new gimmick. That's another T-shirt we should have. Fuego del Turd, yes.
Yeah.
And
the shit emoji, and just put that Fuego del Turd
and the mask and his mask
and the mask on the shit emoji. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way to.
It's done. It's happening, guys.
Oh, Big Red has another scoop.
Yeah, technically, there was a WWE live event this afternoon, and the ring ropes broke.
Did
And
somebody
that
hurt?
technically Bobby Lashley took a bad, scary bump.
Oh snap!
So that might throw shade at
This
them.
just
On a
in.
positive side, we don't have to see that match happen at WrestleMania.
And he was fighting against Drew McIntyre.
Oh shit!
Okay, hopefully he's
Well,
okay,
hopefully it's
but
nothing crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
That the ring crew is gonna get fired. That's for
That's what I was
sure.
gonna say. Someone's getting fired.
Or sued if it's really if it's
No,
a
it's
worse injury.
accidents happen. This happened.
Yeah, no, of course, it's happened when Yokozuna. Remember when Yokozuna roped
Yeah.
against Steve Austin in your
Yeah,
house?
yeah.
Shit happens. Yeah. So Phoenix finally back, and we're finally gonna be able to see a trios match with Death Triangle and House of Black.
Oh yeah.
Super
And that
down.
deserves to be on the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna see that at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, it has to be a double or nothing. Yeah.
I'm excited for the battle royal. What they call it, the
Casino Battle Royal.
Casino
yeah.
Battle Royale.
With the Joker probably gonna get a new entry or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who it could be.
I see Johnny wrestling happening.
I see Cesaro.
Cesaro. I think
yeah,
Cesaro. is
Cesaro. There's Johnny wrestling.
Who the hell is
I-
Johnny wrestling?
Johnny
Johnny
Gargano.
Gargano.
Oh, okay.
I think
don't know.
Johnny's
I
gonna
think
take
he's
a little bit
WWE.
more time.
No,
Yeah.
Cesaro. If you're gonna put anyone as the Joker, make it someone that.
And
No,
Cesaro is a Andre the Giant Battle Royal champion, if I'm not mistaken, inaugural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a story there.
I can't believe you're making that an accomplishment.
No, wasn't it? What's his name that won it the first time? The
Big
stupid
Show?
Corbin.
Corbin won it the first time.
Okay, so
think.
Cesaro.
Yeah,
was
he
the
won.
second
He
time.
won one of them. Yeah, he won one
Yeah.
of them. Yeah,
Well, see,
Um,
that was supposed to be that when they made that, it was supposed to mean something.
yeah,
But
that
now,
meant shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of
now,
course.
like everything else.
That other than that trophy is not. And now you made Madcap Moss win it without really building him up. So it shows the interest they have on that. But
But getting back to AEW, man, I think Double or
But
Nothing.
Claudio.
Yeah. It's setting up to be a pretty solid pay-per-view.
Claudio Castagnoli. We want to see Claudio Castagnoli. And we got to get used to calling him because Vince McMahon, all he wants is for us to call him Cesaro.
But I
That's
think
what he wants.
he trademarked a name that I read somewhere on the internet that he can call himself.
CZRO or something.
Yes.
Yes,
Cesaro, yeah.
I read that too. Yeah.
CZRO. I'm like, oh,
Like Enzo, yeah.
yes. Enzo, yeah.
I think he wanted to. What was he saying? It was either
Is it
just
Claudio something? Claudio.
that. Yeah, Claudio Cesaro, but spelled like that. Yes.
Cesaro, yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
They're gonna call him CC.
Well, CZRO. Cesaro.
Cesaro, like Enzo did
Claudio
with his
Cesaro.
thing.
Yeah.
Enzo, yeah.
NZO.
Undisputed Elite in a I can't really say it was a squash match in a
It was a
10-man
squash
tag.
match. It was.
But
a
in,
squash.
yeah, I like
It was
the 5-man V trigger. It was cool.
If you-
4-man, technically.
Did you? I was watching a match. What Costa think about that match?
Oh, no, you
There was
can
only
continue.
4.
I'm just saying
Okay.
who was missing then.
No, because the commentator said 5, and then they said, "Oh no, it's 4." Because I remember I had to,
Oh,
I had to replay that twice because I went to the bathroom because I don't watch wrestling in the bathroom, and then so I saw that. So they only had V triggered 4 twice.
You guys,
And
you.
4 people.
Oh wait. You have to see.
Castagnolas. Hey guys, that's an inside joke. It's okay. Ow.
You should see Arn Anderson's face and the finishing of that match.
No, I didn't notice. I didn't
He
pick
had
it
a
up.
face like, "What the fuck is this?
Like, what am I doing here?
Like, disgrace. Like, really?"
Yeah, because now they don't know what to do with Arn, right? Even with his son Brock.
I think
Anderson.
I think it's more because of like you have like these 5 top guys versus like these 5 type kids who are trying to make it. Plus, it's
Yeah.
his son, one of them. Like, really, guys? Like,
Yeah, but Arn doesn't have to be on TV. He's a backstage guy, anyways. He's one of the what are they? What's this AEW called them? Not agents, but they have a name for them. I can't remember. But yeah, he does. Coaches. That's it. Yeah, he's backstage doing stuff, so he doesn't have to be on TV.
I think he's
Yeah,
more out
with
there
Cody
for
it
his
made
son.
sense, but now it doesn't make too much sense.
I think he's more out there because of his son.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
for sure.
guaranteed.
Which
It's always
makes
nice to
sense.
see. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
for sure.
I-
I mean, him being disappointed. I don't know. I think maybe that's just more of
Oh,
him
you
playing a
should.
role.
You should.
I'll
you should
rewatch it, but I
We
don't
watched
think
it.
it's a legitimate like. Oh fuck! I'm sure he knew what was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
No, he knew what was gonna happen, but like it's like really.
I don't know. I think it's all gimmick. I don't, especially to you're not gonna ruin your reputation of disliking what Tony Khan's booking is live on TV either. You know, like
It has happened.
yeah, that's valid. But his poor son already has nothing, and then you're gonna do that. Your son isn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon with that attitude.
and he needs TV time so he can work on his presence in front of a camera because I think Brock does have potential there, but he's so green. Like really, when I say green, he's like I don't even know if green is the
like-
right word for that. That's how. But I really did like to see the pose at the end with the new shirts, the undisputed elite.
Do you like those
everybody-
shirts? They could do better work.
Yes, they could have
I've
done
seen-
better work. They kept it simple, but they kept, I guess, the logo a bit of the elite, right? The square with
Exactly.
the elite
The square
written
with
inside,
the-
and then undisputed written on top. So
That's it.
I get where they were going with it.
My question is, how long is it that they're going to be a team? Because it's almost like you see week in and week out that it's only a matter of time that the Young Bucks are going to push away from them, but yet they still stick around. Like even after the end of the match, it was kind of like I think it was
Yeah.
Nick
were
just standing
hesitating.
on his
Yeah.
own. It's like, well, then what are you doing? It's
Yeah.
back and forth. It's almost like you think it might happen, and they just
I think they're
know.
going to play on the fence
Yeah,
for the next few months.
I think they're waiting until Kenny comes
until
back.
Kenny, exactly. Until
That's
Kenny
it.
comes
My
back.
issue with that is that I don't like a faction with two tag teams. That's my problem.
yeah, but it's not going to last long.
yeah.
I don't
And
think it
it's
was
kind of fine because technically they're separated. They're together, but they're kind of separated. So when we think of Adam Cole, we think of Adam Cole and the Red Dragon, and then we think
Red
of the
who?
Young Bucks
Red
alone.
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon. Dragon. What?
You said Red Dragon.
Oh, my
Are
bad.
you drunk?
But when he the thing is, yes, I do agree with JLB because they're kind of on the opposite sides of this faction, and what's
Yeah.
holding this together is Adam Cole,
Baby.
and what's going to make everything break is when Kenny comes back.
Yeah.
When they're going to have to, I guess,
When the
pick a
cleaner
side.
comes,
When pick a side, yes.
yeah, it cleans everything up.
But yeah, I think we mentioned the fireball, right?
You and
we
your
mentioned-
fucking brooms, I swear to God.
Yeah, the fireball. That was
yeah, we mentioned
interesting. I didn't
we
expect
mentioned the
that.
fireball. So what would we're not going to see Eddie for a few weeks, or maybe just backstage
Nah, he'll
promos,
be
or
there. He'll be there. He'll be around.
Like I said in the beginning, I'm still waiting for Homicide to pop in.
I don't think so. I think they would have already played on
He's
that.
gonna be a one-off though. He ain't gonna.
Yeah.
He ain't
Yeah,
gonna
maybe
do
the-
a big program. For them.
maybe on
No,
pay-per-view or something.
The
because-
next time they're in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's
Yeah,
still
that
five.
would make
It's,
sense.
it's still against five. It's still 5-3.
Yeah.
So then they're not gonna do the story.
Yeah, but
that's the story,
Hager
though.
Hager won't fight.
Yeah,
Why?
Hager won't fight because
Okay.
Hager won't fight.
Homicide
that's-
and Hernandez.
That's still 4-3.
No, Homicide and Hernandez with the other three. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. If-
But I
if,
mean, I think that's the whole point. These three guys can take anyone on because they're real street thugs
Street
and they
guys,
can
yeah.
take
Yeah, but
on-
it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a handicap match. If
No.
it's gonna be a
just gonna be
3-on-3
3
or
on
it'll be
3.
a 5-on-5.
Yeah, that's it. I don't see Hager doing anything. He's just
Yeah,
there for muscle.
I
and
see a
shit.
Jericho and 2.0 versus
That's it.
because we had Kingston and against Garcia and Rampage last week.
Mhm.
So that's been done. I think they're going towards the Jericho Kingston pay-per-view match. That's
Yeah.
the plan, ultimate plan is. So I guess for a 6-man tag would be.
I would
be
like
okay.
to see though Jericho, Garcia, and Jake Hager, not with 2.0. I'd rather see the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shitting on 2.0.
No,
but
I understand what you're saying. More for the it would fit more to
Sorry.
what's the story
because
that's going on.
because Daniel Garcia is a good worker. You know,
Yes,
he's
very
an
amazing,
up-and-coming guy. I
Daniel.
think he's really great. Jake Hager's always good too. You know, and I think it,
Yeah, Daniel Garcia is pretty good though. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of Hager's work, but at the end of the day, it does go great with the storyline,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
so,
right.
yeah,
I know
wouldn't
you
and
mind
have
prefer-
that.
have the ball busters 2.0 come and interfere or cheat or
exactly
whatever.
because they're great at that. Yeah,
yeah, that would make sense. That will make sense. And now, the main event of the evening.
Okay, Mark Henry.
I knew this was going to happen.
And I'm
Because
happy
want-
it did.
Oh, yeah? Knowing your opinion on Sammy Guevara,
I can't stand him.
exactly. So I'm surprised that because what I think, they gave it back to Scorpio so they could give it so Sammy can be the one and only 4-time champion. Because now they can't mention he's 3-time champion. because
they can't do that though. They can't do that to Scorpio again. I was so
Listen,
happy that happened.
I think Sammy as a heel only worked, and it didn't work that much. Only worked when he was in the inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Heel
agree.
by himself, kissing his girlfriend on
I hate
TV doesn't work. It's
I hate
bullshit. I can't. I turned it off. I didn't even see it.
And nobody
Good
tell
match.
me that it's good heat. It's not.
No, it's
No.
not.
No.
It's like
It's Cody heat.
I want to turn it off.
Yeah,
It's
It's
not
almost
like
Cody
I'm enjoying hating you. No, man.
Right.
because
You
his promos are shit.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
just a high spot match. He's just
Yeah.
high spots.
Yeah.
I still enjoy his matches,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
And
mean,
that-
but
I definitely.
I
but
just
the
find-
character, this heel turn is not doing it for me at all. And I understand that's because of the fans started booing him, so they turned him. But at the same time, so they kind of did a double turn, right?
Mhm.
Scorpio kind of became face,
Mhm.
and Sammy kind of became heel. Does that make America top team now and Dan Lambert face?
Mhm.
So no, the match itself had some great spots, some good.
I just find
good
that.
moves.
I just
but
find. Go ahead.
the
Sorry.
character not doing it. I hate them always kissing. I hate them always. His one-liners or his
Oh, they're boring. It sucks.
thanking the fans when I don't know. It doesn't do it for me, and I wanna turn it off or get up and leave.
I just find that it's a disgrace for the title. That's my
Oh,
opinion.
I wouldn't say
For-
disgrace there, but
Yeah, it is.
No,
No,
it
I
is.
agree.
It is. It is.
Wait. But what's the disgrace?
That
Sammy winning 4
Sammy
times,
held it, or that they just
or what they do
flip-flop?
with it with Ty Conti? What they do with it?
One, what they do with it, and two, going back and forth.
No, but
I can agree with what they do with it. Yes, I could agree what they did with Ty Conti in the belt. I think that was degrading the belt. Going back and forth. Listen, if you have good matches and it keeps on going back and forth.
Yes, if you have good matches.
Yeah.
If.
And up to
I mean,
now,
this
they've had
match
good
was fire,
matches.
though. They've had
Yeah.
good matches.
Yeah,
It's
this-
just I don't know if they're doing it because they realized they made a mistake. You know what? No, we don't want Sammy Guevara to be holding it. This didn't work out. He's not going to be a good heel. It's going to show no credibility. A lot of people like Scorpio Sky. Let's put
Yeah.
it back on him. I
But
hope
even
that's
he-
the case, but
yeah. But even when he was babyface, it wasn't working.
Like, I hope
Sure.
that you guys are right, because I if I was booking it, I would do it that way. I would really want Scorpio Sky to go on a run now, a real run,
Legit.
a legit run, exactly. But I have this gut feeling that they just want to get rid of the 3-time whole thing with Cody and Sammy, because now they can never mention Sammy as 3-time without mentioning Cody. So
He's
once
probably
once Sammy wins his 4th title, then Cody's gone from the lexicon of
I don't.
AEW.
He's probably
don't
going to win
think
it on the
that's
Double or
a-
Nothing.
That sounds more like a WWE thing to do, though.
No,
I don't think
I
that's-
know.
yeah. You can't flip flopping like that is just gonna ruin the whole thing.
But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They're
I completely
flip-flopping.
agree.
It's-
I just hope I'm wrong, guys. I hope I'm wrong. I just, why do you give it back to
But
Sammy?
You're always right, Kid Crazy. You're always right. This is
like,
the
like I
issue.
said, I don't want it to happen, but I think Sammy's going to win it at Double or Nothing.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I also maybe think we're probably going to see a tag match at Double or Nothing or something between.
Mixed
Sammy
tag.
Guevara.
Mixed
Yeah,
tag.
I would.
Mixed tag.
I think maybe they'll go that route because right, they want to defend.
Is
the
she
TNT
ready,
on
though?
TV.
Hey,
Most of the
that-
time, they defend the title on TV. Those 2 titles, the TBS and the TNT title.
But is she ready?
I mean, I
Paige-
guess so.
Paige Van
Probably.
Zandt? Yeah, I think
Who
so.
Paige?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been training for what 6 to 8 months. She has a background in mixed martial arts. So now basically what she had to learn is how to take bumps
Yeah.
and how to do the move safely. That's what she had to do. She had to learn how to do. I don't think that's too much of a hard thing to learn.
I don't think Ted Conti is ready.
Ted Conti?
Ted Conti, God damn it! There's no
I was like,
Ted
who's
here.
Who's Ted?
Does she have a brother we don't know
Well,
about?
Ty Conti wrestled. She was in NXT before coming to AEW.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
So I mean, yeah,
But
granted,
she's also an MMA girl. So
yeah, she's
Oh, she is?
jiu-jitsu,
yeah, she did judo and
black belt judo and jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
snap. Okay. I got.
And we saw some good kicks. Those side
Those
kicks
kicks
where
were
they
dope.
gave each other. Yeah.
But that mixed tag match, the workhorses are going to be the guy. The women will have it'll be just
spots.
They get the heat. It'll be just random spots. Obviously, the
Mhm.
work is going to be done by the other two.
Yeah.
Right.
I totally agree. And I think that's what will be the pay-per-view match. Would be a mixed tag team as Paige's first match in because that's a draw. Paige is a draw.
And plus, it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're gonna have a lot of Paige fans there. So yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then eventually,
was Joe Rogan in the crowd? Who was
If
the
he
celebrity in the crowd? They
If he was, I
panned
didn't
on
notice.
him.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't remember.
I didn't
my
see
mom,
this.
my mom had mentioned something like she thought that was Joe Rogan, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. But yeah, I was just wondering. There was apparently a celebrity there of some sort.
I
So,
didn't
Maybe it was
notice.
Nick Commando.
Good one.
exactly. Well played. Didn't
All right, guys.
have
Another
extreme of you.
fire pod.
Yeah,
Guys, we're on fire here. Another good short wrestling week, but we still
Long
went
ass
on
podcast.
long ass podcast. But it was good and I enjoy it. And JLB, take us home.
That is it. Thank you so much. So thank you guys for watching once again. This was our Wrestling Talk Now recap. We, of course, will be back next week to give you the latest and greatest that wrestling has to offer. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. We will definitely report it to you. We'll definitely let you know more about the Bobby Lashley scenario that happened with the ring ropes.
Mhm.
Very dangerous there. And of course, I'd like to thank you guys as well. These men over here have social medias as well. Jeff, where can they follow you if they want to give you a high five, good sir?
Well, once again, I would rather not be followed. But if you have to follow me somewhere, you can follow me at JT9783 on Twitter. But if you see me in the streets, please don't follow.
Please don't follow me.
That joke works every single time. It's just it's perfect. Alrighty, and of course we got the crazy one, Kid Crazy. Where can they follow you, good sir?
You can follow me on my liberated Twitter on WTN's Kid Crazy. You could follow me on Facebook, SBN Podcast. You'll find all my my interactions there. And once again, anything wrestling related, right here on WTN Wrestling Talk Now page or WTN Forum page. For all wrestling stuff, I love to interact with you guys. Thanks for listening once again, and we really appreciate it. Kid Crazy is
There we go. That's perfect. And of course, he's wearing the WTN wrestling shirt. Merch will be in the link down below in the doobly doos. But of course, we got Mr. BIG himself, Big Red. Where can they follow you, good sir?
On Twitter at BigRed7819 or just write whatever you want on WTN and we'll answer.
There you go. And that, of course, is WTN Wrestling on all social medias. We will be more live on TikTok as well.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get Jeff into that as well with his smart aleck remarks. That would maybe be interesting for TikTok users.
My NXT recaps will from now on be on TikTok. So.
Oh, there we go. That's fancy. That's where I will be watching NXT then, is through your TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And of course, so WTN Wrestling on everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch coming soon, Twitter, of course, all of those there. Certainly you can follow us. And if you want to follow me personally, at JLB420 on Twitter, or Real Talk Radio is the brand, anchor.fm/RTR. Linktree will be down below for all of my stuff. Thank you guys once again. It has been a pleasure talking to you, all of you as well. We will, of course, see you next week. And until then, ciao for now.